G'day guys, welcome back to True Footy Live. Excuse me, my voice failed me at the opening hurdle. We're back for day two.
We're back, baby.
How are you, Rogie?
I am good, mate.
That's good.
See,
That's good.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, yes. Is that a Revenge of the Sith reference?
No.
I think it's Revenge of the Sith.
I'm not sure. We don't do Star Wars references here.
True. Yeah. I've even seen the film.
No.
How is everyone? Get in the chat. I'm just going to get back up the banners that we had yesterday where we had the picks. Richmond should have the first selection unless North trades some more draft picks for it, which is possible. There's talk of North Melbourne trying to get Jack Whitlock today.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I'm not sure what they would give up for that, but...
Yeah, they got nothing left.
They don't have a second rounder. That's probably the best chance if they have one next year.
Yes, a second rounder in Clarko at this rate.
Yeah.
It was a very expensive deal. I've seen some interesting commentary. Like half of North fans are hating it. The other half, I think, talked themselves into it massively.
Copium.
A little bit.
Huffing that copium.
Yeah, I get the arguments for why it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And to some extent, they've just got to move on and get used to it. Much like I had to in October when we did the deal for pick 3. But
the one thing I hope on is that North fans, are a bit kind to Matt Whitlock and not use him as a scapegoat for that doesn't end up well.
Yes.
It's not his fault that North decided to make a stupid deal.
Yeah, I can see Liam Baker. He's already gotten a little bit of grief from Eagles fans when he joined over. I mean, we're talking about a minority of dickheads who messaged him and stuff.
Yeah.
But Tim Kelly has never really shaken that sort of pressure either at West Coast. Like one bad game and everyone sort of jumps on Tim Kelly because it was expensive.
Yeah.
So yes, I hope you're right, but I think he'll be okay. I think they'll get around him, especially if they get Jack. I think it'll all be forgotten. Tom Grosser shouts. Yes, I'd imagine Tom Grosser. Well, I saw one mock from a guy on ESPN who had him going the second pick to the Bulldogs. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Reef says, do we get Job? Well, I think so, but I think the biggest threat to West Coast getting Job is a club trading with Richmond or the Bulldogs. It doesn't make a lot of sense that either the club would take it.
Or West Coast themselves. Because it never imagined West Coast doing something to themselves.
Yeah. We could trade it as well. I'd imagine Essendon will try and get one of those top 3 picks for when he's on the board, is my guess. There's the VFL connection there to young Job. But I would be pretty comfortable with us just taking him at this point. Yeah, they've ranked it. Whitlock, Shanahan, Dodson, Moraes, Davis, Barrett, Mraz, Gross, Thomas Sims, Nichols, Olga, Alga.
That's off to you.
Yes, it's off indeed. A lot of the names we're sort of aware of still available.
I'm hoping we could snag any of the tolls left over in that ranking.
Yeah, a lot of tolls left.
Yeah.
G'day, Niasha.
I think probably safe from Richmond unless they trade it, of course. To say teams don't trade their picks, I think we're safe from Richmond, Dogs, and probably Freo from taking any tolls.
Yeah, I could be right. I do suspect that. I feel like West Coast, if they hold the pick, will take him if he's there.
Yeah.
Even though we don't really need him. And so by that logic, would the Bulldogs or Richmond think he's too good to pass up? I don't know. I can't imagine Richmond taking 3 tall forwards.
No. I could see them going Dodson for the Rock to kind of split their type of players they've gotten, but other than that, it's kind of just like it's a bit hard to predict.
Yeah. So who have they got? They got Lawler, Smiley, and Houghton as the 3 smaller players. Fall, Armstrong, and Trainer. So if they went another tall, they'd have drafted more talls than smalls. It just seems odd.
I think, Sorry, let me just have a look. Richmond. Yeah, I think.
Do you think
maybe
Malachi Champion? Sorry, I just read a question. Do you think Malachi Champion will get bid on? I'll say no. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'll say I'll so get bid on, just to differentiate. Just around like one of the later picks.
Yeah.
Nothing that will cost you guys anything meaningful.
Nah, I mean, if he gets bid on before our next pick, I'd probably let him go.
Yeah,
I think it's too early. Our next pick being 44 and 30. Sorry, 30, but 44 even. I'd still probably let him go before 44.
Yeah. When we could see bid some other players come in, like Adrian Cole, Hoffman, Saints players, Logan Smith, Camporellis.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we got a few academy boys still to come. Lucas is expected to go like maybe very late, and Ben might be.
What I've heard about Lucas is that Carlton will just take him out right with their last pick. Is what likely to happen.
Yes. Yeah,
but anything can happen really. Apparently, boys reckon that either one of them could be bid before the other. So
yeah. I just noticed it is -4 degrees here.
It is like 28. Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my God, the sun's still coming up over here. It's 8 a.m.
It was over 30 earlier today.
I walked home in the snow last night.
Well,
not even December.
Walked home in the heat today.
Yeah, must be nice. Oh, I'll be there soon. Michael says North gave a probable top 5 pick for 27. Would take a lot for Richmond or Dogs to trade. Yeah, exactly. I think it's so hard to imagine another team getting one of Richmond's picks now, given the cost that's been established, the price. Yeah. North do get, we'll call it 27 next year back, but still. G'day, Mark. How do you rate your Eagles off-season out of 10? I kind of want to see how the whole thing unfolds, because that is part of it, is how well-rounded the recruitment is. But
I mean, it's a 10. You got Matt always.
Yeah. Jeez, I don't know.
The last few nights has just been me shitting on Matt always.
Yeah, I was going to say, he cops so much shit from you specifically. I want to see how West Coast recruit for needs throughout the rest of this draft before I finalize it. I don't know, probably like a 5 or a 6. I don't think it was horrendous, but to come away with no clear, good quality midfielder yet, or at all, that's the downside. So I'll reserve judgment, but I'm probably feeling about that 5 or 6 at the moment. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Mitch.
I'm feeling great about our off-season.
What's that?
I'm feeling great about our off-season.
Yeah. Pretty impactful.
Max, that hatred stays. Always a Carlton player.
Did West Coast slide back to St Kilda's 32 and 51? I mean, probably if St Kilda are doing a trade. I haven't come across them being interested in moving up. Centre Bounce says, give us Jack Whitlock, reunite the brothers. That could be on the cards here for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just
I think Noah Mraz, Chris is just someone like Noah Mraz go to your Facebook Eagles. I think he'd probably be a better fit than Shanahan, but Shanahan probably rated a fair bit higher.
Yeah. There's a few good tall backs like we could get a little bit later. So I don't know. Maybe we use 44 as the tall defender pick. Perhaps that's what they're thinking.
I hope not.
I can't predict how it's going to go, but so therefore 30 can be best available, whether it be Shanahan or someone else.
I wonder what Brisbane are going to do with some of their later picks, because they plan on taking 2 more players, but they got a few, like maybe 4 more around like the 40s and early 50s.
Yeah,
so I think they might trade a few of them out.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Maybe they repay the faith, because we did them a trade with them, the last trade before the trade draft started, and so it didn't really benefit us at all, really, that trade.
Gotcha.
Gave us an extra pick that we can't use anyway.
Yeah.
So possibly they could just his pick we're not going to use go up the order a little bit.
That would make perfect sense. I'd say if a deal's been done, that puts Collingwood on the inside line to potentially deal again with them.
Yeah.
Heath rates the North trade. It says, shows a clear ambition to move away from the draft and ideally push up the ladder. I guess we'll see if it works. Yeah, I get that. It's just so expensive for what it was.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed out, I think in my comment section, that had they not traded 25 for Caleb Daniel, they would still hold their future first next year. So it's a future first for Caleb Daniel at this point. Plus, a future second coming back. That hurts.
Hey, costs every inch. It's worth every
What's
inch. It's worth every inch.
Yeah.
All 6 of them.
Yeah, gross.
And I'm not talking height.
Mark says 6 out of 10. You're expecting to move up the ladder a few spots. Best footy show on the website for sure. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. That's a good question. I mean, if you give us a passing grade for this offseason, you have to say surely we move up.
Yeah, that's it, Max.
I don't know if I will have us moving up the ladder. I think there's reason to believe that the general average of players has gone up, but then we've also lost Barris. So we brought in some mature players, lost Barris. North Melbourne probably in a better position to move up. We also have a new coach, and that can bring improvement or falling away. Like some cases, new coaches do really well instantly. Sometimes they're inconsistent. Yeah. So I'm not expecting it. I'm just hoping it, to answer your question.
Yeah. Like I doubt we'll see another Collingwood or GWS rise up the ladder with a new coach.
That's right.
But I don't think it was quite see as someone like a Richmond. I forget his name. But
Uze,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not anticipating a big jump from West Coast this year. I think one more year, 2026 is when we can hope to really start improving, especially if West Coast are actually getting Chad Warner, which it's not locked in yet, but or not even close to locked in. No. Suggestion at this point. But if one trade like that, and then or a really strong draft haul, we have a really good position next year. I think 2026 is the year. 2025, I think, is going to be a bit of a shit sandwich.
Oh, buddy, 2026, that's the year.
Yeah. We'll make our money back. Nork are looking thick right now. They have been working out. But if Whitlock is a star, I guess it's a pass. That's true. Everything kind of lives and dies by that. It's likewise if Bo Allen become better than Jagger Smith, which is unlikely. But if he did, then that whole trade doesn't matter at all.
I did see a fan, which I thought was kind of weird. A Collingwood fan posted a picture of a really young 6-year-old Jagger Smith.
Oh yeah,
in a Pliers shirt, and going he'll come to us eventually. I'm like, you're posting a 6-year-old. That's a bit weird.
Well, that's true. Yeah, there was a pretty legendary thread on Big Footy. This guy posted he just watched a 12-year-old Took Miller, and he's like, this guy's going to be an AFL gun. That was on Big Footy. That's a pretty good call. It's a kid.
Pretty sure it's the same. It's the fan I mentioned about the photo. It was the same fan that I've seen. He's gone into the rooms of an under they're going school footy. I was like, it's a little weird.
Yeah, true.
Unless it's your job to be a recruiter. If it's just a passion, showing up, caring about under 18s leagues.
Yeah,
that's right before the draft and anything like that. But school footy is a bit.
Yeah, that is strange. Where are we at? Jay says Reddit opinions are a bit out of touch. They don't see Allen as a good pick and are after Mraz. He should only lie to this, I presume, for West Coast. So as for Mraz, I can see the appeal being a tall defender. He's talented. Only to think he comes with a foot injury, but I mean, I'm not too worried about that. So I can see why we go for Mraz. Bo Allen not being a good pick. I think he's a good player. I just don't know if Richmond's on the clock. I don't know if he's perfectly suited for us, but I don't think any player truly was that was in our range there. Maybe Xavier Lindsay suited our needs, but I think there was a knock against every other player. So I was fine with both.
First pick of the day is happening right about now. Richmond on the clock. Have they traded that? Who knows?
Richmond pass.
Richmond select.
You think if you're North, if you're North, you would have really tried to push for the two picks.
Actually, I saw this. Riley Beveridge reported that they offered. I might have said this last night, but Riley Beveridge reported that North Melbourne offered that first round pick to every club past pick 8.
Yeah,
which is like, I don't know whether it's how our club before then didn't take that.
That's true. Yeah. I suppose I wonder if their target was changing. Like, we assume it was Matt Whitlock, but maybe like early it was Armstrong or Fall or someone else I'm forgetting.
Toro, whatever.
Yeah, sorry, Toro first. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, I wonder if their target changed or what. But yeah, they clearly wanted Matt Whitlock. Very clearly. Would Brizzy focus on acquiring picks for academy bid on Annabelle next season? I'm not even aware of him. But yeah, possibly. If they have an academy player next year, that would absolutely make sense for them to push picks into next year, but it would have to be in the first 3 rounds. Everything after that doesn't hold any value next year.
No. What's your prediction for this pick? Penn and Richmond don't trade it.
Oh shit! I kind of forgot to think about it. Dodson makes sense.
I'm going Dodson.
Yeah, Tom Gross would also make sense to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like at this point we're going to start seeing some real random ones. Moraes is a good shout. It says Elaine.
Like we didn't see that on the first night. Cody Angove.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But to be fair, I did see a really nice article of that. Apparently, he was only watching because he has some mates from WWA boys.
Oh,
and
wow.
None of his family were watching at all.
Wow.
And so he just by himself found out and it was like cried for like 10, 15 minutes after he found out. I was like, good for him, mate. Good for you.
Not GWS.
It was a ton of volunteers.
Yeah. Sam Smart's asking who do I want? I think Shanahan to us here would be great just because I think he's so talented. As for anyone else, I haven't really come up with a backup option. I just feel uncertain about who is the next best. Like, I think like there's a knock on Moraes and Davis and guys like that. It feels a little bit early for Davis. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
open mind.
We're this far in the rankings where I think it's so even that anyone could be rated anywhere. So,
yeah, but definitely gunning for Shanahan at this point.
You'll read off Andrew Gaff and you'll like it.
Chris says, I reckon we see the next Chad Warner on night 2. Possibly. It could be that sort of draft, although not a whole lot of mids, but that doesn't mean there won't be one.
There was a player who plays somewhat similar, who's from the same club as Chad Warner, Luke Eckhart. So it's possible.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Similar, like, kind of midfielder, that kind of burst through stoppers, kick some goals, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Good contested work. But yeah, the main comparisons between that and just the fact that it's the same club as Chad Warner was.
Aquaman's just tuning in to see my face when Shanahan gets to West Coast. Peter says, North massively overpaid. That doesn't change if he turns out to be a good player. That's true. The overpayment is assessed at the point of the sale, not further down the track. He wasn't worth that investment. End of. Yeah, I can't logically argue with that. There's 2 ways to assess it, after the fact and in the moment. And if you're critiquing the actual trading activity, yeah, that won't ever change. That's true.
Q-Box was definitely a chance. Sorry, asking Chris is saying Q-Box was definitely a chance to slide the 40, I reckon. You could hire, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably
I
well
would
within
have
its
been,
range.
I would have been a little surprised if he was before 40, to be honest.
Yeah. I think he's
But
in
yes,
around that range. But
yeah.
Richmond ran out of clock. They are past.
Mm. They must have been waiting for a trade offer. Because I don't think they'll milk the whole 5 minutes every time this time.
No.
Tom Sims, another key forward.
Wow. That's not who I expected.
Well, I thought they'd take, surely not Shanahan, because they don't need a key forward. And boom. What
Leave
the
some
hell?
key forwards for the rest of us, Richmond. Jesus.
Look, Richmond's tall forwards are not good. That like before this draft. So I get it, but 3 seems excessive.
Yeah. Guaranteed. All 3 are not going to be Richmond players for life.
Well, not if they're any good. Like if they're all good, it seems hard to imagine. I'm trying to think who else they got.
Hedging their bets, I guess.
Yeah. They got Kaczynski, they've got Samson Ryan's a bit of a forward ruck. And they got a few like hybrid types that are a little bit undersized, but yeah, fair enough.
That's one half of the Sims stump combo that Northern Lights had.
Yeah.
50 goals though between them.
Yeah. It's funny, didn't I don't remember, was it Toomey that had Shanahan to Richmond at 14? They've taken 3 key forwards ahead of him.
Toomey's just like, what the fuck, man?
Shanahan is happening. I hope so. I think West Coast like him, so that would make sense. I'm just going to turn off the light.
For some reason, the Western Bulldogs select another fucking key forward.
Now that the sun is up, I can go with this lighting for a little bit.
Don't take Shanahan.
It's a fair point, Stalin. I don't know why Shanahan is going so much lower than he was rated, later than he was rated on talent. Pick is in. Don't take Shanahan.
Take Shanahan. It'd be funny.
I bet we don't take Shanahan.
That would be funny. You didn't even take a toll.
I don't think the Dogs need a toll. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But I did say that about Richmond. It makes even less sense for the Bulldogs because those are established players.
And they're relatively young as well.
Ooh. Lockie Jakes. So Shanahan gets through to West Coast pick. So West Coast could trade this pick. I do think that's possible.
Yeah. Another bit of a bolter.
Yeah.
I feel that's a good pick for them there. I think they really defenders something they need.
Yeah, I agree. There's
any combination of just general size types can fit them any spot on the ground. So it's a good pick for them.
Jakes and the other players I would have thought maybe like Moraes, as somebody else says, Tom Gross, Angus Clark. Did I say that out loud? Yeah. So I've heard good things about it. Good pick for the Dogs. And they've resisted the temptation to pick the slider.
Very nice. Now, who would make you go, what the fuck, for West Coast here?
At this point, no one, because I just remember in 2021 when we took Brady Hoff, I didn't know who that was. Or like I'd heard his name once. And he ended up being our best player from that draft. So I'm going to be chill no matter who it is. Unless I've never heard of them.
But let's take Malachi Champion outright.
Okay, that would be probably the one.
But like, wait a minute, you don't bid on your own player?
Yeah.
You get other clubs to do that?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to read their body language. They're like the Eagles trading. Or are they discussing? Don Pike's speaking animatedly. I predicted trade, says Stalin. Yeah, I could see that. I think, was it you, Stalin, that commented some nominations with like Essendon could trade up? Like that would be
West Coast trade their first rounder.
Yeah. For 33 from Hawthorn.
Hawks was like taking Whitlock. I think St Kilda could go Whitlock.
I remember earlier in the year when Hawthorn had a top like 5 pick or 7 pick, like early in the year, there was mock saying like Jack Whitlock to Hawthorn at pick 7.
Wow. Stalin saying Essendon keen offering their future first plus more for Shanahan, calling the Fox.
Wow. Thing is, we already have 2 future firsts, so I don't know how many we really need at this point. Like, I kind of think we need to take a pick this year, but
I mean,
on the other hand, we don't really need Shanahan.
War chest for Warner. It's about
yeah.
I'm not going to explain it.
Yeah, but I'm worried if West Coast just have 3 firsts, they're just going to trade all 3 firsts next year. So I kind of just don't want us to get too many assets because we're just going to lose them. I don't trust them.
1 sec. Jesse. I'll be right back.
No. F1 plus 37 for 30. I mean, we couldn't complain about that if that was what it was. Oh, pick is in. Pick is in. It's West Coast, Chris.
Oh, I don't know if you heard any of that. But...
Job Shanahan joins the Eagles.
Shanahan. Rats.
I'm a little pleased about that.
Imagine telling you at the start of the first round that you guys would get Bo Allen and Job Shanahan.
Yeah, true. I would have assumed we would have paid like both of our future firsts, like given how much things are expensive here. Good player. I would have been, I don't know what the offers were from Essendon. If it was a future first and something in the 30s here, I would have taken that. That would have been a huge deal, right? But at the same time, I'm just pleased to get a really good player here. I don't know where we're going to fit him. Like, that's the one spot we're actually all right in. But Bendigo Pioneers boy, country lad, bit of a gun, I reckon. We're actually pretty good.
How's Archer Reed looking like developing wise?
Yeah, so he came over with a partial ACL tear and then played the second half of the year and in a terrible team. He was actually pretty good. So he had a pretty good first year, I would say.
Okay.
Maybe we send him back. To defense, not like Essendon.
I thought of a better option before what would have been stranger. You guys just select Ash Johnson. Right under our nose.
He cut.
He's going to get recruited.
Okay, yeah.
He had a year to go in his contracts, him and Markov. So they got cut prematurely to be re-recruited.
Yeah. Grew up near Harley as well, so good to get another Murray River boy. Nice. He can play KPD. That's true. Maybe he starts there and moves forward or what. I'm not sure.
I reckon Marias could be a good shout for Western Bulldogs here.
Yes, good call. I forgot they had the next pick. So again, I'd say Marias. Probably don't need Angus Clark now. They've just taken Jakes, but Dross as well.
Jack off.
Yeah. That's for after the stream. We're reading something. What are West Coast key back stocks looking like? Not great. I think we need to add one. Philly Nation. Pick is in. There is a 10-minute video about him growing up in, how do you say that, Moama? Yes, a gentleman of big footy made that. I haven't watched that yet. Josh Dolan.
Just Dolan, that makes sense.
Don't know a lot about him.
Bit of a forward that can play mid, I think.
Oh, yeah. Good choice then, in terms of needs.
Yeah, probably start about half forward.
Yeah. I'd heard the name, but at that point, I sort of, I wasn't paying too much attention past like the top 35 prospects.
Makes sense.
Before the stream, says Mark. Sorry.
Someone bid on the Camberelli before Collins' pick. I would love that.
Yeah. Will Port have a pick coming up? Don't they? I think they have another one coming up. And they being South Australian, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Moama, that's right. It's on the border of New South Wales. Maybe the first Eagle to come from New South Wales. We had Ryan Davis back in 2008. That's obscure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone knows. How can I forget Davis?
He did go to the Gold Coast Suns afterwards for a handful of games, probably.
Well, Gold Coast Suns, how can I not know him?
Yeah.
That mammoth of a club.
Yeah. Jared Brander might count. I don't know. Is Jared Brander from New South Wales? Brent Staker might have been. I don't know. I feel like something to do with Staker. He might have been from one of those allies states. That's a weird thing to remember so fast, says Acclimate. Yeah, I just picked up Ryan Davis from the...
Actually, I think Dodson could be a shout here. So I know Shanks Ruckstocks are pretty thin.
Yes. And Geelong have supposedly want to trade in for Dodson or trade up. So I was going to say maybe their trade was secured, but the pick is in. Staker and Brander in New South Wales. Thank you, B-Dub.
That's Lennox Hoffman. I always when that's what Peter says. It's Philip Seymour Hoffman. Family Guy. Whenever I hear Hoffman, I just go hear it in that voice.
Yeah, that's right. I think I remember that. James Barrett. Yeah. I'd actually forgotten he was there. I would have been pretty keen for him at our next pick, but obviously we would never have gotten close.
Interesting.
I keep forgetting to mention Barrett, but he's another player that I did think would have been good for us.
Seemingly going to have 2 key backs then, with Cole coming up as well.
Yes. Oh, and Taru.
Yeah. Greedy bastards.
Yeah, that is a bit of strange draft from St Kilda fans. I reckon. Oh, St Kilda. I reckon their fans are
fans heavy.
Have to turn Taru and Travalia into inside midfielders.
Yeah, they picked another defender. Defender I would have liked, but oh well. He was one of the players in my draft preview that I wrote. There's 10 players I had in that one. He's the first one that's gone.
Oh yeah. Stalin says 5 defenders in one draft. That is obscene.
Ross Ball, I'm telling you.
What's going on there? They must have some belief in Taralia as a mid, straight away. Surely.
Yeah, it has to. The players I had in my draft preview were Miraz, Jasper Alger, Charlie Nichols, James Barrett. So that's the first one gone. Luke Eckhart, Charlie West, Harry O'Farrell, Gabriel Stumpf, and just Phoenix Hargrave, which is a bit of a one, and Clancy Dennis. Oh,
actually, people are asking where we're at. I'm so sorry. I was yesterday. I was updating the picks. What the hell is wrong with me?
Yeah, come on, you're lagging.
Yeah, I knew something was a bit easy about today. So we are up to pick 32. St Kilda. James.
I got a feeling if a Camberelli bid doesn't come before Saints Carlton's next pick, they might take a key back as well.
Yeah.
It's probably an area of need for them, I would say. I don't really need a midfielder, I wouldn't have thought, especially with Smith.
Yeah, talking about Carlton?
Maybe, yeah, Carlton. Maybe a general forward could make sense.
Yeah, two wings and a midfielder this draft, it makes sense to go one tall. What will Port Adelaide do here? I think in one of my mocks I had them bidding on Ben here, but that was a while ago. So things probably changed. I wouldn't.
I kind of flip-flopped with my mocks, whether it was before Carlton's pick or after it, based on whether I was feeling like I wanted to screw Carlton over or if I wanted to be kind of realistic.
Yeah. So Port could go Whitlock because they were linked to Armstrong. I don't know if they need Whitlock. I suppose he's different to their other tall options.
Yeah.
a bit over 200 centimeters, which makes him different to a Shanahan or an Armstrong. They could go Dodson, but I suppose they kept Soldo and Sweet, so probably not.
I mean, how likely is Soldo to leave again next year?
Yeah. Would you ever entertain the idea of Allen as a key defender? I think so, Fraser. He would need to gain about 5 centimeters. But that is possible. Like, he's like 191. He could grow. I don't think that's a crazy suggestion, but it does depend on his height. Like, I don't think he can do it from 191. But both he and Jinby will probably be like third tall, like versatile defenders at first, at least for the next few years.
Saying Port's general needs are they've got a midfield forward for Berry, but general defender and a key defender.
Yeah.
This general defender would make sense with the loss of Houston.
Yes.
Could they go Angus Clark? I think is his name.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
South Australian as well.
Yep.
We just mentioned Angus Clark in the stream, the Fox Footy stream. So
there you go.
Pick us in.
I'm so sorry, Fraser. I thought you were talking about Bo Allen, not Oscar. Jack Whitlock. Yeah.
Oh, rats.
They all look pretty happy for him. Country boy. So he's moving anyway, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So Port Adelaide get their key forward. They get Jack Whitlock much cheaper than, or fair bit cheaper than what like may have been forecast. Like pre-draft, people were like 33 Port Adelaide. Nah, they won't get that far.
I mean, careful Port. You might have to worry about North's war chest.
Yeah.
When you come. I'm a little annoyed Port took him, but
why is that?
He wasn't going to last to our pick, but I was hoping some key position players would last a bit longer.
Yeah.
It seems to be an influx of them being taken right about now.
Yeah, that's true.
I think my number one player probably at this rate that could be available is probably Charlie Nichols.
Yeah.
Maybe O'Farrell.
I've heard a connection to West Coast from Charlie Nichols. So we'd be a bit of a threat to you there because
apparently we really like him. Again, I don't think. Would you take him considering you just got Shanahan?
Well, it depends how you rate him because he is primarily a forward. But the suggestion I read was we like him as a defender. So I can't rule it out. I have no idea. Sorry, Fraser. You're talking about Oscar Allen. I would rather keep Oscar in the forward line personally. I thought you meant could Bo like grow and be a key defender. That's the way I interpreted the question.
How tall is Bo?
How tall is he? 191.
Yeah, 191.
He does kind of look like he might be like 194 in a few years. Like he's grown lately, and sometimes these kids stop at 190, and some of them just shoot past. So it depends on the height. But as for Oscar, probably not. I think when you're that good in terms of forward craft, I wouldn't want to take away from that.
Hamish Davis could be a shout for Freo, local boy.
True.
They didn't get a forward with their first pick.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they kind of did. They kind of did Murphy Reed, to be fair.
Yeah, a bit of a forward mid. I think a fair bit of difference between Davis and Reed, so they could do it. Aquamate says hoping for Davis or Moraes at 45. Yeah, Davis would be good. I do still need to keep back, but maybe we can do that later in the draft.
I would like Davis at one of our picks as well.
Yeah. I can't get over the fact that it's -4 degrees here. It's like frost all over my little balcony thing. Scared. I'm not leaving the house today. I'm bunkering down. Is he wearing a little suit? That's adorable. Reckon Lions could get Noah Moraz at 44. Yeah. That's probably about the right range. Distinctly possible.
I don't like that.
I feel like he was rated like first round before he did his foot.
Yeah. Wait.
From memory.
I don't think I kind of feel Mraz wouldn't last to Brisbane's pick if he was available and we were on the board.
Mm.
I think we would take him in that scenario. I think we were kind of hoping that Mraz would slide to us.
Yeah.
I think I heard that. But yeah, who knows really?
Mm. I think you're in a fairly good position. I think there's going to be heaps of talls.
Yeah.
Well, like a good amount of talls.
Yeah, I think
it's not like there's like one or two. You know, you still got heaps of them without the profile.
I definitely think we'll definitely take some tolls. We've said as much pretty much since the trade period finished.
Mm.
It's just more or less the players that I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy with any of them. It's kind of that late in the 40s or whatever. Just like you kind of it's hit or miss. So
yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting to do the picks.
Come on, Jesse.
Right. Fremantle have 30 seconds on their selection. So he had Whitlock to the power. And Fremantle, geez, they could pretty much do anything here.
Yeah.
You'd think not at all, though.
No. They got stacked with key defenders. And
yeah.
They've got both, what's his name?
Tracy, Amos, and Jackson. Like,
yeah.
Seems unlikely.
Kickers in.
Oh!
Fuck off.
They won't go at all.
Why? Why, Frio? Can the people stop picking tolls? I swear to God.
Yeah, that's very interesting selection. I wouldn't have predicted Fremantle having an interest. However, they might just go best available. Any other key forwards or defenders that make it through the mid-40s? Lions for sure taking two talls. Ty Gallop, the academy. Okay, let's see. Interesting.
No Charlie Nichols.
I wonder who the highest rated tall is left.
Charlie West is not Charlie West. So that was necessarily that question. I was just thinking of players I would like.
Yeah,
key forwards, but there's in terms of key forwards left over. It's probably Kale.
Gerard, yeah. I forgot about him, actually.
Kenzie, you count him as a key forward, but Bailey McKenzie.
Yeah. That's a good pick for Fremantle. He looked like a good player.
Yeah. Floyd Burmeister.
No trade, says Stalin. Yeah. I suppose, like, it kind of makes sense when you see the premium that clubs are placing on trading in.
Yeah.
You know, if West Coast denied a future first for this pick to get Shanahan, I think that's probably shrewd. But I suppose it all comes down to how good Shanahan becomes, really, as well.
I can see Hawthorn taking a key forward.
Yes. Yeah, they could go Gerard, potentially. I don't know. Depends how they rate him. But, I mean, positionally.
Could go any rate of tolls, really. Probably not key backs, but
a pretty balanced list. Like, they can kind of just afford to go best available.
Yeah. I'm hoping they leave the tolls a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I need the other clubs to chill out a bit.
Yeah.
It's been toll after toll tonight. I've had 2 players that haven't been tolls that have been picked tonight out of the 6.
Oh, yeah. Trevor's expecting a Tyler Welsh bid soon. I don't know if Tyler Welsh is going to get bid on.
No, I think
that was not my understanding.
And even if a team did bid on it, Adelaide couldn't match.
Yeah, I think they're just going to take him with their other pick. They're only taking 2, is what I read. GWS pick 36 might be on the table.
Come on, Hawks. Bid on Camporelli.
I'd probably offer GWS a future second for 36 if there's someone we like. I feel like we have a few more list spots than picks still. Mind you, I don't know. There's no one that, like, on the available list that jumps out at me as being right for us. At least not at 36 or whatever. It depends what West Coast think. Angus Clark, maybe. Good player.
I feel like I'm just going to stop mentioning players that I like now.
Yeah, true. Marisa Davis there at 36. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Marisa Davis, I could be sold on that quite easily. Miraz.
Oh, why do you got a key defender?
Yeah, they got two.
Why do you need key defenders?
So it looks like clubs are cashing in on some quality tools here, and in some cases, they don't need tools. So Security probably didn't need Barrett, and Port Adelaide probably didn't need Whitlock. I suppose I can see why they picked Whitlock. Nichols to Fremantle seemed unexpected. Noah Miraz. So the tools that they're really cashing in around this part of the draft. And I wonder if GWS will do the same. Have they picked a tall yet? I don't think the Giants have.
I don't think so.
They've got
Hannaford,
Angove.
Harrison, and then Angove, yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty small players. So they'll be like, oh, that's all right. There'll be some talls left at our next pick. And then like 5 went in a row.
Yeah.
But they'll have their own draft. They'll pick someone weird, I reckon.
Miraz could get a game. They get Sicily, Frost, Barras, and Battle.
Yeah.
I guess these clubs are just picking best available rather than needs.
Yeah.
Only thing
I think
really make
sense on a quality tools draft. While I don't know what I think next year I've heard Dylan Alexander say it's a strong draft for tolls, but or at least at the top end, some of them are good. I can't remember exactly what he said, but
a strong draft for tolls. Good for when we have a first rounder. Shit. God damn.
I think there's a good strong WA cohort next year as well, which suits us because we hold so many picks next year.
Giants do a funny
on Welsh because they're unhealthy obsession with us, says Trevor. A lot of Fremantle fans thought, not a lot, I'm generalizing. I saw in pockets some Fremantle fans whinging about West Coast being obsessed with them. That's why we did that deal with Port.
Surely some smalls can get off the board now.
Yeah, you're the wrong team, though. Well, actually, I don't know. GWS are unpredictable.
Yeah.
They have been for some time.
It's not like they're low on stock for these types. They've got, in terms of forward line, Cadman and Hogan, obviously.
Hey, Jack Ow. She did wonderful, great composure.
Wow.
The surname there, it would have tripped up a lesser woman.
All I'm saying is coward.
So a midfielder for the Giants. I do think they needed a midfielder. I'm surprised they didn't like Shanahan. That's the one that I find. I suppose
they just rate their own key forward and key back stocks, I guess.
What do they think? They know more about football talent than me? Like, seriously? But no, just, doesn't make sense to me, but doesn't have to.
Yeah. I do like O.
Hey, oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's a good little player.
Yeah, pretty high volume, clean sort of player. Doesn't have that sort of damaging hurt factor, I don't think, but this was around his range for young Jack. No pure mids drafted tonight until then, says Aquamate. That's a good point. Tom Bell at 40, says Chris. Yeah, possibly. There's a few options like that.
No Tom Gross or Moraes. Yep. Yeah. Probably the 2. And Dodson, they're probably the 3 highest rated players still left on the board. Would have thought.
What are Essendon going to do here? I presume their target was Shanahan. I read that pre-draft. That's not just me linking Shanahan to everyone, but I think, they clearly tried to trade for West Coast, so they were looking for a key forward. I don't know if there's a clear one lining up for him.
Yeah, they can go another team that can go a key.
Yeah.
It's all the clubs I wasn't expecting to take tolls are taking tolls. Clubs I've kind of half expected to take tolls haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm so happy we got Shanahan, especially when you consider how many teams took tolls after us. Like, it could have easily been one of them that got Shanahan.
Yeah.
It worked
Bo
out.
Allen and Shanahan is a great result for you guys.
Yeah. Hamish Davis, Tom Gross, Alga, Clark, Gerine, Boxall. Those are the rated ones. Sam Davidson on that list as well.
Alger is a great player.
I hardly know her.
Oh my god!
I suppose we can't pronounce his name, Jack off. Yeah, I do privately.
I don't privately at all. That's how I'm going to pronounce his name for the rest of his career. I know what you are, Jack.
DBRSN Gerbson says, only just got home to just jump in the air when they selected Job. Now, it was a bit of a fist pump like that. Jerine. I keep forgetting to change the picks. I'm so sorry. So Jack O was the pick in between, and now we're up to pick 37. What kind of Mickey Mouse kind of operation are we running here?
I don't mind that. Jaron was never really a player that I was really considering he's more of a rock.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think our rocks are pretty well stocked, I would have thought.
Yeah.
We got 2 young ones as well. So,
yeah, Asha says Hamish Davis at West Coast next pick could be, unless we go tall. But if we don't, then I can see that. I think there's a need for Hamish Davis for us.
Hamish Davis would go well with our pick if you guys don't. But I could also see us not picking him and then hoping he gets to our second pick.
Yeah.
Probably trying to get ahead of Brisbane for key position players.
Boxall could be an Eagles site, says Aquamate. Yeah, true. Sort of midfielder, like accumulating midfielder like that is another thing we need. So hopefully we take 2 more players plus Malachi as a Cat B. That's probably where
honestly,
I'd do it.
Boxall would be a decent fit for Port, I would have thought as well.
Port?
Yeah, decent option.
Possibly. The pick is in now. Moraes to Port.
Moraes, yep, makes sense.
Just plug him a charger in. You know how it is.
Not upset with that.
Yeah.
Come on, Essendon, do the funniest thing imaginable.
A little bit of a slider in the sense that, all throughout the season, he was probably considered top 25 and then 29 by the end of the season.
No time.
Not a massive slider, but good value in theory.
Now, come on, Essendon, do the funniest thing you could possibly do right now and bid on Camberelli.
True. So, yeah, Port's haul there is pretty good. Berry, Whitlock, and Moraes, I think they would have been pretty stoked with that if you'd offered their fans that at the start of the day or the start of the draft. What would be the best possible pick right now for West Coast? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded at this point of the draft. Yeah. A good, reliable key defender would be something that makes me relax, but...
I'd rather not, but
yeah,
I think there's any probably Hamish Davis could be because he's a WA boy.
I think he suits us though as well. Like running power is something we need. So
yeah.
Moraes' father was born in Brazil. However, it is a country that doesn't qualify him for NGA access to Hawthorn. There you go.
Wow,
that's weird.
Well.
Didn't know there was rules around that. As in that there were excluded countries and included countries. I just assumed it was international.
I mean, it would make sense because what if they're English? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Cam McKenzie, wasn't he French? That was why he was in St Kilda's NGA, but the rules meant that, Hawthorn could just take him. But I think he grew up speaking French. But his name's
Oui,
Cam
oui.
McKenzie. It's like it's like Scottish, I presume. Yeah, interesting. Essendon here. I've already forgotten who they took. Who did they take? Gerard.
Yeah.
So you'd probably rest easy here thinking not going to take it all, maybe.
Why would you speak that words into existence, Jesse? Tell you what, after the draft's done, one of my favorite things to watch is like the compilations of all the players reacting to them getting drafted at home.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just-
Murphy Reed going, ah!
It's always a bit of a headphone warning video, though.
Yeah. No, it is cool. It is nice. I think, to be fair,
Yeah,
I just made a joke about Murphy, but I think there was a little part of Bo Allen that would have been like, oh, one more pick and I would have got the Freo.
I'm not sure about the Asher because I think they just took a ruck. So would they go back-to-back rucks, Essendon?
I think I'd categorize Gerard as a forward ruck, so I don't think he'd ever be a full-time number one ruck. So if they need that, then that's who they'd go.
Yeah, I think he's more of like a
Brian.
ruck forward. If that makes sense.
He's only 199, I think. Angus Clark.
Fair enough.
Another running defender. Interesting, they added 2 last year. They got Archie Roberts and Luama Lual. I mean, not that fascinating, but just they've really prioritized run and carry there.
Right. I'm going to do a prediction here. Carlton select O'Farrell.
Yes, I agree with that.
Got the connection there.
Yeah. What was his dad, like a lawyer, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Good selection here for Essendon.
Yeah.
Good player. How do we rate them? They've got Kako, they've got Gerard, they've got Angus Clark. Pretty solid. Fit some needs.
I think Geelong would feel pretty confident that they don't need to trade up to get Dodson. I would think.
Yeah, I don't think it takes one team though.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued by their fascination with Dodson when they've taken Mitch Edwards last year and then Conway the year before or the year before that. Yeah. And I suppose
they do like their double rucks setup, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just an odd one. It's like, how do they see all 3 of those players fitting into the team? I presume they foresee a time where they're all together and they're all the same age and weird.
All right. Last pick of the round 2.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4 more picks into us.
Oh, also, hit 33,000 subscribers today. Thank you for everyone who helped me get there. Appreciate you.
Very nice.
Oh, I just lost 3 subscribers as I said that.
Drops down.
Never mind. I shouldn't have said that.
Everyone in chat unsubscribe right now.
Oh, jeez. I set it a goal of, I just lost another one. You fuckers in the chat just unsubscribing.
Oh, let me get my issue.
And another one. People are unsubscribing. Okay, you know what? I literally just lost 5. You jerks. Harry O'Farrell. Just about the only prediction people have gotten right in the second day, except maybe Shanahan. That one's...
Bugger. I like O'Farrell.
Yeah. You know what? I rescind my thank yous. Stay humble, boy. Fans can be brutal, Woody. Nah, it's all right. Not a big deal. I just wanted to say thank you, and then you all took the rug from under me. That's fine. No thank yous for you. Harry O'Farrell is the son of the Carlton lawyer. There you go.
Yeah.
Of the Carlton lawyer that's gotten all our players off. Wow. Sounds like a pretty serious rumor.
Call him Jack. Where you get these players off.
Yeah, that's right. I saw some connection there.
Okay. That's annoying.
West Coast fourth Oh, no, 3 selections from now. No, 4 must be. We're 44. And, yeah, it is. I don't know who's on the clock next. I missed that. Then it's Geelong, Essendon again, West Coast. Also, when you said Geelong are comfortable that he won't get taken, Dodson, I was thinking they were still like 15 picks away.
No, they're like a few.
Yeah, my bad.
Sydney and then Geelong.
Yeah.
The Sydney could take a ruck.
Sydney. Well, they took Will Green. Was that last year?
I'm not sure.
Will Green in the first round. I think that was last year.
I mean, we say they took this player last year, but you guys took another key forward. Fremantle and Dogs selected and selected some Freo and Hawthorn selected key position players. So who knows?
Yeah, no, fair point. Rucks, though, specifically a little bit more niche than just general like key position talls and forwards, forwards and backs. But yeah, I would question it is all I'm saying. But yeah, you're right. It could happen. What do you think of the Saints getting 2 KPDs, a halfback flank, and maybe another with both? I think it's strange, Woody. I suppose with Barrett, you could at least say he can play forward. So I don't know, but it's still an odd one. No mids at all. I might be tuning into Saints TV later to see what Jake has to say about it. Just out of curiosity.
Listen, Saints are just coming into the bit at this point.
But maybe there's a mid. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate the fact that there's a break between rounds.
Yeah, a little bit. Road to 32K says fart explosion. How much getting drafted in the AFL is who you know. I think it helps sometimes, but I think it's pretty rare. I think there's just too much scrutiny on picking the right kids in this industry that I don't think recruiters would spend too much time picking guys they don't think are the right players, Like, they'll just get sacked. They'll get sacked if they don't perform. So they need to pick the guys who are right. But you can't say it doesn't happen at all. Brisbane maybe taking Tom Berry, Sydney taking Corey Warner. I just wonder if those picks would have happened if their brothers didn't play for the team. Will Green last year, thanks. Whoa. Essendon to take Boxall just to piss us off for jumping ahead of them last year to grab Hall. Yeah, good point. We traded with Richmond, didn't we? But I mean, there's still Davis. Like I haven't really committed myself to Boxall yet, but
all right, unsubscribe, True Footy. I'm doing my part.
The road to 32K. Next pick is 44. Jake might not have a video later. Probably having a stroke. in a good way or a bad way? Who do you think the Eagles should get for the next pick, says Brian? Sorry, I just read the next comment. Depressed Essendon fan. Jesse, what is the meaning of life?
Leave Clancy Gass alone is all I'll say. Don't take him, man. He's mine.
What do you think the Eagles should get for the next pick? Honestly, tall defender or like a midfielder with run and carry, and I would consider Davis that, even though he's like listed as a forward, a hard running forward as Davis, Boxall, or the key defender that we deem is best. Now, I'm pretty open minded about key defenders because West Coast historically have a pretty good feel for talls, so don't care who it is, just whoever West Coast thinks is best. What was your reaction to Job Shanahan? Happy, Chris. I think he's just too good to pass up at 32, whatever the pick was in the end, 30. Yeah, pleased with that.
Tom Gross feels like a Sydney player. Not gonna lie, fart explosion.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying. He's just, but to be fair, Gross would fit in with West Coast because he's gross.
Yeah, he's gross. Yeah, Ultra. Jade Wicks, Will Hayes. Heard good things about Will Hayes.
Forget what I said about the second round. The third round of the draft is worth that.
That's the premiership quarter. Sydney shopping pick round. Sydney could shop it around, but it's the pick is in now. Clancy Dennis.
I swear to God.
I don't know. Riley Vice
on the Werribee. Sure, Asia.
It makes me laugh because I think of Bailey Rice, and it's just like an inverted version of Bailey Rice from St Kilda. Riley Vice.
Riley Vice. Call him the Bison.
They could call him the Bison.
M. Bison. Not evil. Simply want to develop the perfect genetic soldier. That's a reference not many will get.
I didn't get it.
It's from the Street Fighter movie.
Oh yeah, that is niche. That is niche.
But like the one from like the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I might even butchered it, to be honest. I think I almost butchered a line the other day when I was talking to my parents when they were watching Dodgeball. That movie.
Yeah.
I was like, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Yeah. That's an iconic scene.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah. Yeah, God, I remember seeing that film when I was like 9. I don't know when it came out. 2003, I'd probably guess. Dodgeball. 2002.
2004, I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's 2004.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't Google that before I said 2004.
Before you said it, no, I believe you.
But I did watch a video.
Oh, West Coast have traded. West Coast have traded a future third for 46. Beautiful. Good move. I really was hoping we would trade in, and I'm glad we didn't pay through the nose to do it.
God, I'm in a West Coast sandwich.
West, yeah. So where you are, yeah. Maybe we've done a trade here because Geelong have bid on Ty Gallop.
Ty Gallop.
So then maybe we're going to trade this pick back to Brisbane. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe not. They're just pushing an asset into the future. So yes, Geelong bidding on Ty Gallop. Presumably Brisbane match it with 47. That's all they need.
Yeah.
I hope we hold that 46 because if we take 44, 46 and get Malachi either late or as a NGA, keep a train on spot. That's the ideal play from here.
I think if it costs us costing 47, then Collingwood and West Coast are in a standoff. They sandwich each other.
Yeah.
44 West Coast, 45 Collingwood, 46 West Coast, 47 Collingwood, 48. Yeah, same numbers, but because that pick that's used up. But
yeah,
move back a bit, but you get the gist.
Yeah. So that will put some. We need to take a tall first.
Yeah, probably. So don't you do it to me, man.
Surely there's at least 2 good ones left, though, like between Clancy Dennis and Tom Bell.
We can share. Come on.
Yeah. But then if we don't take Davis, you might do that. Who knows? Because we won't take 2.
Yeah. Davis could, the way it's going, could last on next pick.
Yeah.
It's looking like we're not going to trade up at all. More than likely just going to trade into next year for this extra points for McGuan.
Okay, Brisbane's... Oh, that's confusing. It says they lose and gain 66. Doesn't make any sense. Riley Reid looks like a gun for the 2025 draft, says Fraser. Yeah. Real up and comer.
They've done a trade. The West Coast Collingwood his dream is dead. Gold Coast had to come in and ruin it.
Campo Bros and Welsh bid coming soon. I think Ben will happen pretty soon, and I think Lucas and Tyler will get taken at the end by their own clubs. Trade is in.
Yeah.
This is annoying. They've traded 49 for a future third. So the Bulldogs now hold 49, and the Lions have banked another future third. They got West Coast and the Bulldogs. But we also had Hawthorn's future third, so I don't know which one we traded.
So what are they using in the match? 58, 59.
I couldn't remember if you could trade while your bid is pending, but I suppose you can.
Watch Essendon and Geelong just take those couple key position players right under our noses.
What is happening, Aquamate asks. So Brisbane are trading picks into the future so they don't get absorbed by the bid, and now they hold extra thirds next year. But West Coast and Bulldogs both hold picks in the 40s now.
Pick is in.
Pick is in, yeah. So I'd imagine they've matched this bid, so I'm just going to go ahead and type it.
Yeah. I hope them bidding on him isn't a sign that they're looking for a key position forward.
True. That makes sense. They could probably use a tall forward. But you'd think then Dodson, if it's not Dodson here, then all of that was fake noise, surely.
Yeah. I hope they take Dodson. Honestly, it'd be the most Collingwood thing ever for us to take Dodson.
Yeah.
Take a rock and be like, we'll turn him to a forward.
Lions playing the system. Instead of losing 46, we now lose 56 and 59. Thank you for explaining that, Jordan. I wasn't sure exactly the mechanics. 46, 47, and 49 for 3 future thirds, says Reef. So there was one I missed. Oh, there was a Gold Coast one.
Going to tie. Now, Geelong Tuesday for 5 minutes.
Brisbane select the big horse.
Pun.
Yay or nay?
Glad enough of this.
Hey.
You're lucky it's not bear puns. I got days and days of them.
You say bear puns?
Yeah, I've got so many bear puns. Do you want to bear with me for a second? I don't mean to pause, but
I have this really stupid joke that I make that it always cracks a laugh. Like when people say, wow, look, I'm walking around in bare feet. I go, rah, 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 look at my bare feet. And people are always like, I hate you. But it always gets a laugh. So I continue to do it. I've done it in serious meetings as well.
I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 lately. And you can name your horse. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 lately.
Yeah.
You can name your horse in that. My mate, I got a mate, his name's Nathan.
Yeah.
So I named the horse Nathan.
Nice. That's good. I like that. I thought you were going to say the horse's name is Friday.
I used to have one that was called Nayley Williams. Old save file.
Is it like a Paramore reference? Is that who that is? This is so niche. Nayley Williams. That's a pity laugh, said Brandon. Nah. Thank you. The Aussie Brit says that joke is genius.
Rah. My bare feet.
I was once in a meeting at work and we were talking about dropped sales.
Geelong are going sicko mode.
Oh, they have been on Ben Camprioli. And this, I was in a serious meeting at Bunnings once, and we were talking about how our sales had dropped, and someone was like, "Sorry to be the bearer of bad news," and I went, "Rah rah rah rah, sales are down, rah rah." And that is what they miss most about me at Bunnings. So
it's kind of annoying me because it's taken too much time. Now.
So Camprioli's cheering and celebrating, but have Carlton matched because he might be at the Cats. That would be funny.
Now, Carlton really want to hold on to that pick 56 right there.
I'm just going to put Carlton.
Carlton chose not to match, just to make Jesse look like an idiot.
Yeah, all that unnecessary typing.
Colts, that's another horse reference.
You did say former job. I'm actually starting back at Bunnings in like 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Return of the King.
The prices are
And all my bad girls.
down. Rah, rah, rah. I'm gonna use that bad one.
Yeah, it's good. Hey? And you can always use it in really unexpected ways. And yeah, it's good. Yeah, Stalin says they better not bid on champion. Surely not.
That'll be funny.
The Blues get Campielli. Very good draft. And a bit of nepotism with the father sons and Harry O'Farrell. But nah, good picks.
I can't say anything about nepotism. Not after the Dacos brothers.
Oh, yeah.
I can see you moving back and forth, just trying to figure out the reference.
Yeah. When's the True Footy fan meetup happening? I didn't think there would be too much of an interest in that. Yeah, I've never done anything like that. It's kind of weird as well, maybe being in Perth. I don't know how much of... I actually have no idea how many people who follow True Footy from Perth. It seems like maybe a little more Eagles fans than anything else, but not that much.
You know, I feel like I've seen other people do it, and there tends to be a lot of children there.
Yeah.
And if it was me, I would just feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah. That would be really weird for me, I think, if I did something like that. And it's just like 14-year-olds. I don't think I have a particularly young audience, though.
No. John, just take a player now. You can chill out now.
No hate on 14-year-olds. I just meant I wouldn't know how to act. Like,
yeah. No hate to them themselves, but
no,
I'd rather not be around them.
Yeah.
It'd be weird.
Brian says, maybe check your stats on your channel. Yeah, so I can get some pretty good stats. I just can't see certainly who people go for, but I can't see where they live in Australia. I can see what country they're in. That's it. And you can imagine it's overwhelmingly Australian. Brandon's actually a fetus. Oh, that's good. I do make content for people that young. So
quick abort the stream.
Oh, jeez. No, let's go back to animal puns.
Hey man, you can't spar with me.
Trevor says, I'm expecting Geelong to take Dodson here just to divert straight back to football. I think that would make sense. Like I said, a trade is in. It might not be Geelong, to be fair. It still has Geelong on the clock, but it does say trade is in. Oh, cheers, Chris. Thanks, mate. That sounds good.
What's happened?
People like that their age when making their accounts. You're right, Sir Max. You're right. So anything 18 to 24 is slightly the biggest age bracket for me. I just getting a feel for the comments. Though I don't think I have too many young people like that are clearly kids. A little bit. It's usually the haters, but
of which there are many.
Yeah. Trade. Essendon and St Kilda have traded. 45 now belongs to the Saints. Essendon Bank a future second. Interesting.
Very interesting.
St Kilda probably looking for another defender.
Hopefully not at all.
Yeah.
I'll cut us both.
What was I going to say? Talk about age demographics. Oh yeah, I do tend to have like a lot towards 35 plus and even over 65, like 10% of the audience.
Facebook views cannot be understated.
Yeah. I'm not even on Facebook, really.
All right, the pick's been in for like 5 minutes. Can we say who it is now?
Sorry, I was listening. I didn't hear what you said, but Geelong did not take Dodson. They took James Polkinghorn?
James Polkinghorn.
Jay Polkinghorn.
Jay.
It was a Polkinghorn that played for Brisbane?
I saw we were linked to Polkinghorn.
I don't know anything about him. I was vaguely aware there was a Polkinghorn who's got to be related. I'm sure there was a Polkinghorn for the Brisbane Lions. Can someone confirm that? This would have been like 15 years ago, if I'm correct.
Now, Saints, don't be a little bitch.
Clancy Dennis.
Just take another general defender and be a good little boy. Surely they go midfielder at this stage. Is Tom Gross available?
Tall defenders.
Tom Gross, surely. Tom Gross, whatever his name is.
Surely. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Pretty good value at this peak. Woody said, he said, please God, no, but Nyasha said St Kilda might take Hamish. That's possible. I would have thought inside mid more of a priority than Hamish Davis, but I could be wrong. I
think we would both like Hamish Davis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're next.
I feel like I'm in a tough spot where, like, at that pick where if I don't pick a tall, you guys might take one at 48. But we don't pick Davis as an option, and you guys will probably take him.
Oh, Boxall to the Saints.
That makes sense.
It does, but interesting. It's annoying that we were the next pick. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just heard Ablett say West Coast really liked this kid. And we had the next pick. You dogs. I can't really complain. I don't know too much about it, to be honest. West Coast for 46.
Do you guys reckon is Gross be a good fit?
He would be. I have heard a little bit that he's a Vic Metro mama's boy. Quote. I don't know that to be true.
Mama's boy. I know them well. Your words. Your Ollie Henrys.
Yeah. But mind you, at pick 46, it might not be a bad deal. So some degree of need for Gross, but I probably would have preferred a bit more outside run and carry. St Kilda light players that West Coast like. Yeah, that's true. Blake was one that I liked back in the day. Hunter Clark.
I can see us bidding on Cochrane from the Swans.
What was that, sorry?
I can see us bidding on Cochrane from the Swans.
Oh, yeah. How did West Coast get 48? We traded with Brisbane, Punters Paradise Poker. Davis and the best tall defender says Aquamate. Yeah, I'd be happy at this point with that. I'm friends with Jay Polkinghorn's auntie. He's from Port Pirie. Is that how you say it? SA. There you go.
I was saying we seem to love picking players from SA, so I thought we were linked to him.
Yeah.
I think there's enough players here where I'd be content with whoever we get.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. There was a James Polkinghorn who played for Essendon and 94 games for Brisbane, and I did not make that up. I don't think it was actually that long ago. 2008, I was bang on. Yeah, James Polkinghorn. So I wonder if they're related. Not from the same state, though. That's all right. You can have cousins in another state. West Coast have 46 and 48. You are right, Kempy. All the lead refineries. Oh. Tourism must be booming.
That led to a interesting turn.
Yeah.
Burmeister, a shout. Floyd.
Yeah, I'd imagine we go tall here.
I think Clancy Dennis makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Clancy Dennis or Hamish Davis makes a lot of sense for you guys, depending on who you think we could be interested in.
I bet you we just take some random bloke.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not sure. I'm not even convinced it'll be, certainly not.
I feel like you're in a good position where you can feel comfortable with whatever you got. You guys got Shanahan and Bear Allen.
Yeah.
It's already a pretty successful draft, whereas I'm like, leave some crumbs for the rest of us.
Yeah, true.
Pick us in.
The lead might make it harder to get a concussion. All right, pick is in. West Coast selecting.
Pick 46, West Coast have selected
Tom Gross. I'm so sorry I said you were a Vic Mum's boy. As soon as I said it, I regretted it.
I would like an apology, Jesse.
Good shout. Oh, well. Good young midfielder, I've heard. I've seen a bit of him. I thought he was going to go top 20, to be honest, at one point.
All right. Now watch us take Dodson.
Yeah. So we didn't play funny buggers with Collingwood in the tall stakes. We just went best available.
Yeah.
Another midfielder, can't complain. We did need a midfielder, so...
I hope we go a tall here. Probably over Davis. So I also think there is a chance of this. You guys just don't go with Davis.
I think we will go a tall, surely, with our last pick. A tall defender, specifically tall back.
Yeah. That's why I would probably go Clancy Dennis.
Pick. Eagles fans, pretty happy. Can you cover his profile? I will do, jog on. I will do.
It's good value. You guys have gotten really good value for your picks this year.
Yeah, that's true. So Gross is ranked 33 by Fox. It's an even draft, so I won't say he should have gone top 20. But, there was some mocks where he was around that mark. So it's not as though he's completely out of the blue. And, we needed a midfielder. So I'll sweet with that. Need to learn more about him before I do the video, but I will probably do that today. So good accumulator, says Nyasha. I hope so.
Yeah, didn't drop below 19 disposals and 8 court leagues appearances.
He didn't.
Didn't know.
That's a really good start. Probably plies his trade in the waffle to start with Clay Hall, round 1. I would have thought. Yeah. Oh, Collingwood bid on Cochrane. Well, good guess.
Yeah,
very good guess.
I just see us linked to that, so it makes sense. We bid on Caden Cleary last year as well, so apparently we like bidding on
Sydney players.
But also that does help us a bit, considering they would lose the pick that's before our next one. So kind of
clever
strategy.
I'm going to write this in. Eagles actually having a very solid draft considering the hand we had. Yeah, well said, Matt. Please fall to 58, Dodson. Is that what we have? 58? Cool. I'm not sure if we use all our picks though, because we have 6 spots, 1 rookie, which leaves 5 draft selections, and maybe the rookie is Malachi. And that just means we couldn't sign our train on, which we have Bergiel training with us, Selwood training, will potentially training with us. So I feel like we might pass the last pick. Collingwood got Cochrane.
No, we didn't. I can see us someone's pick us in.
No, it said Collingwood. She read it out as Collingwood.
What?
It's Collingwood.
What? It says
he's joined Collingwood.
What?
What? His pick is in, but then it had the Collingwood logo there, and she said Collingwood have selected Joel Cochrane.
What the hell, Sydney?
I thought Sydney needed a tour defender.
We look confused. I don't think they expected us not to take him.
Yeah. Wow. Thoughts?
Confused. I have to
Happy?
reassess.
I suppose
I
you didn't
guess.
research him like you might have researched others as well, right?
No, because I just didn't expect him to. Oh God, plays like Luke McDonald. Fade me.
Oh, that's funny. Your reaction is the part that's funny. I'm not hating on Luke McDonald. Be like, oh God.
Oh God. I'll reassess.
He's a mixture of Dom Sheed and Luke McDonald.
That is
Oh, dear.
interesting.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Aquamate says take Selwood tomorrow. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. Yeah, there's a few different ways we could do that. But I'd imagine one train on, one Malachi. That just means one live pick left, which is now. Yeah, Sydney not going a tall defender and passing Cochrane is curious to me. I suppose they can always trade one in.
Yeah.
There's another Irving Mosquito moment.
I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if you guys just take Clancy Dennis here though. Just because like I thought I don't know. I don't really need him anymore. But like it's weird.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to be a tall defender here. Oh, look, I'll accept whatever. Like, if they pick a hard-running wingman like or a Hamish Davis, it's,
Yeah.
Hamish Davis
Yeah,
could go draft at
in
this point.
the Collingwood rooms, I don't think they look too happy that they didn't match.
I mean, he fits a need.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like the fastest 2K or up there for the 2K?
Yeah, he did perform really well at the thing. 109.5 centimeters. Should grow a bit more if need be. Like it's a choice. But yeah. It's a key position player, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now key forward.
I think it's a decent outcome for you.
I wonder how the like family and himself would feel about that.
Yeah.
Not matching.
Yeah, it depends to what extent he thought he was going to get to Sydney, but I suppose there's no guarantee late, Going to Collingwood would be kind of cool though,
Yeah.
Big, powerful club in their window.
Who you got? You got Hamish Davis. Luca Grego.
Don't know who this bloke is.
He's a puff back midfielder.
Yeah, right.
Play midfield. I don't know too much about him, but
yeah, creative defender. I've literally never heard of this fella. I don't know if I've ever had the Eagles draft a player I'd never heard of. Defensive mid, apparently, Stalin says. Fair. Be interesting the write-up the Eagles do on him. Yeah, like every late pick the Eagles have done, I'm trying to think, like Harvey Johnston, I knew who he was. Noah Long, I knew who he was. Jack Williams. Luke Edwards, Izzy Winder, Jamison, Ben Johnson. I knew all of them. This is the first one where I'm actually don't know who that is.
he was on my list. But
yeah, I must admit, I didn't really.
He was on the lower end.
Draft.
This was, I would have had his range a bit later, like around the 50s and 60s. But
yeah, I mean, can't get too emotional either way at this part of the draft. I don't think you just got to hope for the best.
Cooper Bell.
Yes, Cooper Bell.
This one wouldn't surprise me if Giants don't match this as well.
Yeah,
because I've seen a few of them not match this. I'm not sure they have the picks, like the list spots, I should say. Because going into the draft, they're only expected to take 4, and they've already taken 4. So
who are you referring to? Sorry,
Giants.
Giants. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they took all their picks. They didn't trade any. Yeah, you're right. Interesting. Rated at 100. Another Bacchus Marsh boy to join Duggan. There you go. I feel like this was more of a positional pick rather than best available. It's possible they rated him like as best available. I'm not sure. I'm not even locked in on what position he is.
Did Giants match?
Gold Coast got him. Nah, Gold Coast got him.
Makes sense. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get Logan Smith then if that comes in then.
True. So it'd be interesting to see. Well, Dodson's still there, isn't he? So
yeah.
Geelong
Ruck's
could...
not really a high priority for teams.
Yeah.
And we're back on the board.
I mean, there's been no pure rucks at all taken. I mean, Gerard's probably ruck forward. But if you're looking for like number one ruck.
Hamish Davis or Charlie West would be the players I would want here.
Yeah. Might be a bit surprised if Hamish doesn't get taken at all.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't mind not going to Hamish Davis and seeing if like Charlie West or Gabriel Stumpf lasts until our next pick. We'll see.
Oh my God, it's gone to -5 here.
Wow.
We're on red alert. I have never seen it this cold in the day. It's 9:30 a.m. Far out. I'm not leaving the house today. Fuck. Sorry, this is not good content. Football. So you got Cochrane, which is another key position player, or Davis probably. What pick does this draft end at? It depends on when the teams all pass out. I think West Coast is probably done.
Probably around late 60s, early 70s. Like probably maybe reach 70s, but it won't go any higher than like 75 or something like that.
Yeah. I'm keen on learning more about this Grego bloke.
Just to be safe, don't bid on anyone now.
Yeah.
Unless you really want him. We brought a cock in. Let's go.
Not for the first time. To be predicted 71 picks. Interesting.
Don't say I want to. What's the thing?
Wouldn't mind Dodson for the Crows. Welsh would obviously say no. Yeah, true. Charlie West to Collingwood.
Charlie West. Love that. Very happy with that.
Tell me a little bit about Charlie West. Key forward?
He's a key forward, yep, and he's a really good contested mark.
Cool.
Like that's pretty much his biggest strength. He's a bit undersized at 194, but he can ruck a bit as well.
Yep.
So I'm really happy with that.
Cool.
He was
a good result for the place to get some calls.
From SA as well.
Cool.
We met him. He was the first player I heard us pretty much link to because I heard we went over there and interviewed him. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now hopefully Hamish Davis can slide into 60. 55, I should say.
Sorry, my microphone unplugged. Do I sound different?
Yeah.
Okay, that is not ideal. Bear with me. You run the show, and I'll just try and get this working.
I'm running the show, boys. All right, the Western Bulldogs pick us in, and they take. Oh my God, they've taken Damien Barrett. Now, they won't really pick on me. I've never played too much football before, but it's a really good club to be really common to be a part of. You know, that's my really poor Damien Barrett impression.
How do I sound now? Is that all right?
I'm really not too sure. You sound fine.
Okay, cool. My mic is now 7 years old. It's as old as this channel, and it just starts unplugging itself every now and then, and it goes to like laptop audio, which is annoying.
Sam Davidson to the Dogs.
Oh, there you go.
The mature age player, the Rising Star winner from the VFL, essentially.
Yep. Saw that. We were linked. So somebody asked West Coast, do you have another pick? Yeah, I'm skeptical that we take it. We might just draft Malachi. I'm not sure though. Because if we do take this one and we expect to get Malachi, if my math is right, we should be out of spots and therefore Burgiel / Selwood have no hope of getting onto our list.
Yeah.
Unless Dom Rashid retires. And I've seen some rumors about that.
I would love that. Maybe I could stop seeing Kieran references to it every time he's on the field and he's on the screen. That'd be lovely. No, I'm over the 2018 completely.
The damage is done. He's not going to hurt you anymore.
Yeah, exactly right. It's funny how a grand final win can make anything before that just not feel like nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't really care about 15 anymore. Luke Hodge, Cyril Rioli, you're forgiven. Tom Gross and Grego, high defensive mids. I hope so. I hope they've got some running capacity. I presume so.
Surely Dodson goes here.
Yeah. Otherwise, people like reporters completely misread that.
Yeah. Like I think St Kilda could be a chance to take him.
Mm.
Again, their ruck stocks are pretty thin.
It'll be some random mature ager who becomes an All-Australian.
Yeah.
Pick is in for the Cats. It doesn't make sense to me to draft a ruck, to be honest. But
no,
he's a good prospect. So
yeah, I mean, he's slid a fair amount.
Mm.
Pick 52, Geelong have selected
Jacob Mollier.
That's the name I haven't heard. So
Yeah.
that's the first name I have never heard of him before.
Yeah. Ben Kenobi.
No,
Although he's a ruckman. He's a ruckman.
Oh, wow.
That's funny as. What is this Alex Dodson thing? Geelong was supposedly trading up for him.
It's funny. Surely it would have to be a trade for us at some point to trade out our pick, one of our picks.
I see you out of spots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got one more pick left.
Yeah.
And then we're out of the spots.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone needs to trade in, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, that Brisbane trade was just to give Brisbane a... Guess sorry for 2023, I guess.
So you have Alga, Davis, Dodson, all
Alga
available.
would be
Mackenzie,
another one I would
Archie
really
Day
like.
Wicks, Will Hayes, Clancy Dennis. Clancy Dennis was All-Australian, wasn't he? So that's
Yeah, it was.
interesting. I know he's got the foot, but
I mean, I could see us going another tall, to be honest. We probably don't, but it was...
Saints pick is in.
It wouldn't be the most strange thing in the world for us to go talls across the board.
Surely Dodson here for the Saints. Dodson to the Saints.
Dodson.
Hey, I'm glad he got picked up. There's nothing
Yeah.
worse than like a highly rated prospect going undrafted. That would have been rough.
I mean, so
Good
far,
result for the Saints.
out of Kaltimi's mock, I think the last one left, I think, is Alga.
Yes. Yeah, Ned
Might
Bowman
be
got taken pretty early. 26, I think.
Now, Sydney, we'll definitely. You can. We try to screw with you, so you can screw with us. We'll definitely match Luke Quain or bid, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, is Quainer in this draft?
Yeah, he is.
Going undrafted or rookie?
He'll go undrafted.
Yeah, right.
We don't have the rookie spots open anyway.
Oh, really? Wow.
We have obviously he could become a category B rookie,
Mm.
but we have that I forget his name, but he's a
Ruckman?
NBA player.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
What is his name? I know West Coast tried to get him too.
Alex Condon.
Condon, that's one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, if he doesn't get drafted next year by the NBA, he'll come to us.
Mm.
So we're saving that category be a rookie spot for him, I guess.
Yeah.
And our category A rookie spots are already filled. At least if we rookie Johnson and Markov.
Mm. Marshall and Moose is the only rucks was a worry. Yeah, agreed, Wooden Spoon. I remember doing a video thinking a ruck at some point would have made sense, whether it be mature or not. But Dodson at 53.
Swear to God,
Good
Sydney.
result.
Leave Davis alone. I like him.
Tom Gross kid's decent. Yeah. I would have been comfortable had we taken him with our first pick. I mean, I did prefer Shanahan, but like on value, I wouldn't have thought it was crazy if we'd picked him at 30. Aquamate says it's weird unless he's defensive ruckman. No, I think it's just like a long-term replacement. You know, it's going to take 3 years before Dodson can play, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
So it's just a long-term play. And
I mean, they were trying to bring in, what's his face, Soldo in this trade period.
That's true.
Before they failed medical, I think, was the reason why.
Yeah. Something about his knee is the rumor.
Yeah. So they got Marshall and they got someone else. I think they just lost Tom Campbell as well.
Mm.
A ruck pick makes a lot of sense for St. Kilda.
Yeah. Do you want to pick Bergill back up? Do you still have Hope and Barnett as a ruck? Good questions. Bergill. I'll defer to West Coast judgment. I'm not sure, to be honest, if I'm super fixated on keeping Bergill. It really depends, like, on his application and how he goes this preseason. I still have Hope in Barnett as a ruck. I do have a feeling we might play him as a defender in the waffle, but the fact he's played a couple games, you know, he's doing pretty well for his age as a ruck. But he didn't have a good year, to be honest. But
I got doubted by my draft preview and some of the draft stuff by people saying we won't pick a key forward, we won't pick a key back.
Yeah.
What I feel is what's his name? I should know his name, but a draft guy, Derek Hine.
Yes, yeah.
Got a bit of a reputation for not drafting tolls.
Yeah, like last year.
Derek Hine, no one take anyone.
Yeah.
So who did Sydney take? I haven't taken.
I think it's still.
Yeah, sorry, it just came off the board that they were.
Yeah, right. Oh, the City Pass or something. I don't know. So West Coast have described Luca Grego as a mid/defender.
Yeah. I knew it was. I thought it was a mid as well.
Inside mid, you reckon? Outside mid?
I'm not too familiar.
Yeah, that's right. Tom Gross, 181 centimeter midfielder forward. Competitive, explosive, physical.
Lucas Camperelli bid.
Oh.
I imagine they'll be strange if they didn't.
Is it Collingwood who bid on him?
I don't think so.
It says Collingwood next. Might be Sydney.
Yeah. Quick match.
So the Blues are probably done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll be done. 4 players for them.
Wonder if Grego plays as a small defender. Good question. How tall is Grego?
He'll probably play. They play as a general small, whatever.
Mm-hmm. We did have a bit of a need for a defender, but I do think Bo probably starts there too. But I could be wrong. Maybe West Coast start Bo in the midfield.
Do you guys have any more picks you expect to use, or is that it?
Well, we have a list spot, but we've also got train-ons, including one delisted player. So it kind of suggests that we're probably done. Like we would have no spot for train-ons after that.
We were both talking up before our early picks about, Hamish Davis and Dennis Clancy, and then neither of us.
You call him Dennis Clancy?
Clancy Dennis. I did call him that. Dennis Clancy. He's got 2 first names. You can't trust him.
True.
That's why he's got drafted.
I
called someone foaming head.
There was a little bit of just a mild rumor that Dom Sheed, as I said before, like his foot might be screwed. And if that's the case, he can retire after the draft and we take a train on. That is possible, but not sure. West Coast must have 3 senior spots left. That's right. Yes. Wait, is that true or 2? 2. I think we had 6 and now we have 2. And that's Malachi and a train on at this point. But I suppose we'll tell if West Coast signs someone. Just join. It seems West Coast are nailing this, and Tom Gross more of an outside or inside mid. I think inside mid was my understanding. Joof.
Just looking on the draft tracker, and just know some.
I'm going to nip onto Big Footy and see whether Eagles fans are saying we've got an extra pick or not. Like I don't really know.
Yeah, fair enough. I was just saying that I know Sam Davidson because I thought Charlie West. It was right next to each other. So the ages and Sam Davidson, same year as me, same birth year.
Oh yeah, nice. I'm the same age as Tom Mitchell. And my birthday is tomorrow. So
Quano is a year old. Quano is a year older than me, but we do have the same birthday.
Oh yeah.
But I do have the exact same birthday as Wikipedia. Wikipedia first came live on the day I was born.
Yeah. Oh, Stalin's saying 7 list spots. I trust you, Stalin. 5 kids taken so far. Champion to come. The last spot can be taken. Okay, so we can draft.
Okay.
Well, I've really struggled with our list spots. I really thought it was 6.
You'd be waiting to pick so far 68.
Yeah, that's all right. I feel like there's still plenty of decent talents that are like equally rated. We delisted 10, got 3 in the trade period, and now 4 in the draft. Yes, but we did have Hutchinson as a mid-season, right? So we took an extra player. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I suppose. Riak Andrew bid on by Sydney. Melbourne bid pending.
Sydney going for the bids.
Ironically, a key defender.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. You know, one of the big things Melbourne fans complained about was not having access to Mac Andrew. And now they get his brother.
Yeah.
The new rules.
That's true, yeah.
This would probably be Melbourne's last pick then, I imagine.
Former rugby star is Luca Grego. I'm going to have to do the research after.
You reckon, what's his face? Oh, God, why am I forgetting his name? I should not be forgetting his name.
Sydney get Riak Andrew. So a lot of NGAs switching clubs at this point.
Wow.
Wait, is that the second or third?
Third.
Cochrane, Riak Andrew, and who's the other one?
Bell.
Yes.
Bell. It's funny. I wonder how Ken McDonald feels about that.
True.
Riak Andrew seems like a Ken McDonald type of player that he would love.
Yeah, he's been vocal about the Mac Andrew one.
To be fair, I feel like he would love it. He loves every Melbourne player. So
yeah, true.
The moment they get there,
he likes his exciting player, I reckon, Caden, which makes sense.
Now, I would like Country Dennis. I wouldn't mind that. I would like Gabble Stump as an option. I would like Hamish Davis.
Yeah,
and there's a couple others that they're in abouts. I've seen us linked to Luke Kennedy.
Yep.
I've seen one of the only Tasmanian players in this Schulzberger. I can't remember his full name, but
yeah,
it's kind of a player that's popped up late.
Has Burmeister been taken yet?
No.
Collingwood pick is in. Ooh, good selection.
Who?
Will Hayes.
Will Hayes. Interesting.
Yeah, I think he's wingman.
Yeah, wingman. I'm not That feels a bit odd, but
I've seen stuff of his. He's good. Links him as a general forward. But you got your key forward, you got your key back, and then the best available small. I don't mind that. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
By Collingwood.
No Davis.
That's right. Yeah. Link to Selwood, a 21-year-old key defender. Is he a key defender though? Michael Selwood? I thought he was only like 186. Overall, what do you think of the Eagles draft? Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. We still have a lot of list needs, but I suppose we were unlucky to fill all those gaps in one draft. And the way it played out, certain players were too good to pass, like Shanahan. So we get a key forward, a midfielder defender, a midfielder forward, and another midfielder defender. That's probably about right. I'd still like to round it out with a tall defender, but
Very interesting. I'm not upset with that.
No, I've heard, like he's got a lot of fans. Will Hayes, like a lot of people like him. Intercept defender, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have no opinion on Michael Selwood. It would just be a bit more slightly mature depth, but I don't know. It's probably a waffle team recruit, to be honest. Our waffle team is diabolical. Riak Andrew is a strange name. Yeah, where are they from, the Andrews?
I think Sudan.
Sudan.
I could be wrong. I don't think they grew up. They were born in Sudan, but their family was from there.
Yeah, gotcha.
I could be wrong there.
West Coast looking at Tom Cleary, says Liam. We haven't heard about that for a while.
Yeah.
The Michael Selwood train on thing was more recent, and I think Cleary would be a train on, if anything at all. So I'm going
to Mac Andrew was born in Egypt.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Riak would have been.
Yeah, true.
Younger.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know what the NGA rules are where the player needs to be born.
But they were both born South Sudanese parents.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, they don't particularly look Egyptian. They look more South Sudanese. But yeah, I don't know. Like if one brother was born in in Australia, let's say, whether the NGA rules change, I don't know. Clearly, doesn't matter. He's at the Sydney Swans. Do West Coast need a new ruckman? I think we do, but maybe an 18-year-old prospect at this point doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We need to improve our best 22 rucks. That situation is diabolical. So probably not much we can do in terms of this last pick in relation to that.
Apparently, just on Instagram about Charlie West. Apparently, he's the grandson of former AFL Chief Executive Wayne Jackson. Don't know who that is, but
no, I don't know who that is either.
But he's apparently former AFL Chief Executive. So.
There you go. Guaranteed to be a gun then. I'm excited about Shanahan. It's inexplicable. Like I don't even know where he's going to get a game, but like, give that. He's good. I suppose it was like Hannaford for me. It's like, I didn't really need him, but he was just so good. West Coast should target a key defender. I think so, Juff. I think so. But at this late of the draft as well, like sometimes you just pick the kid you think is going to make it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But there could be some talented players like Clancy Dennis or Tom Bell.
Davis and what's it called? Aldo.
Yeah, Davis, yeah. Yeah, if we pick Davis, I'd be fine with that. Dennis and Davis, Tom Bell, Daywicks, not a bad shout. Who is playing full back? Well, I'd say we go Harry Edwards, McGovern, and I think Jinby might be third tall next year. Round one, if I had to guess. Bazzo, probably Waffle, key back.
North Melbourne are the next pick.
North Melbourne do?
Yeah.
Cool. You think a tall forward?
Burmeister
Maybe a
would
tall back.
fit in well.
Yeah. Jackson took over from Ross Oakley. That is another player that person I'm not aware of. Could we see list sizes rise before we see Tassie? I don't think so.
No, I think they're pretty settled on
Yeah.
the current list sizes.
Yeah. They would just dilute the talent pool even more.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'd like to see more list spots.
Yeah.
But, I mean, salary caps would stay the same. So you'd think, although they are getting bigger. So a little less money, but not much less money. Stevens as the father-son pick. Oh, good point. Yeah, they've got Rivers Stevens. Well said, Peter. Josh Howie says that I'm really old. Wayne Jackson just sounds like he's from like my dad's era. Like that name, Wayne Jackson. Don't know. Something about it just seems 70s, 80s.
I'm gonna look at Collingwood and numbers and see who we could see them take.
What's West Coast's best pick? That's a good question, Brandon. I would have said like on value it'd be Job. In terms of furthering our list, I don't know, maybe. Luke Urquhart. Actually, someone on Big Footy just posted that his mate is a recruiter at North, and he just said North might go Urquhart here. That was like 10 minutes ago. So you got that right.
It's probably I realised.
Yeah. See, the second Urquhart to play for North. Is it Gavin Urquhart? Something Urquhart? Liam?
No
Urquhart? I'm sure there was an Urquhart for North like 15 years ago. Or less, 10 years ago. North have nailed some late picks with Sherry and Larky. That's a good point. Yeah, Urquhart's got some potential. Not a needs pick. I presumably just thought he's an AFL level talent and let's get him. A couple of mids. Finn O'Sullivan and Urquhart. That midfield's getting deep.
Yeah.
Do Eagles have another pick? Yeah, they do, Stealth. I'm not 100% sure if they're taking it, but I think they can. Well, they certainly have the list spot. Whether they will or not, I'm not sure.
They could also just keep it, and just in case they get a Malachi champion bid as well. That might be unlikely, but
yeah. I honestly don't know if we'd even match it if it came tonight. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Well, if you got the list spot,
yeah.
Only cost you to pick 70 something, so
yeah. If Harry Edwards is full back, I fear for him. 197. I think he's 200, Liam. I'm sure Harry Edwards is not. I'm sure he'd be closer to 200 and 100. West Coast should play Shanahan as a swingman. Yeah, I think as a defender, like that could be just a way he starts to get into the team like Oscar did. I think that's a good shout. Harry is 204. Okay, that's the tallest I've ever seen. Are you sure he's 204? I reckon he's 200, surely. 204 would make him the tallest Eagle.
yeah. That is quite tall.
Close.
He doesn't strike me as like that tall.
Okay, so Stalin says 200 on the Eagle site, 204 on Google. 204. Someone's saying 195. This is bullshit. I think it's so many different suggestions. I'm sure he's 200. He's quite clearly taller than McGovern and Barris when he stands next to him.
Yeah, he's a tall player. He's definitely not 195.
Nah.
I think he doesn't strike me as tall to me because he's still a bit of a string bean.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to have a big season, that's for sure. But we saw some improvement. Just so many different heights been thrown around right now.
I'm already seeing some annoyances that about recommitting Ash Johnson
Oh yeah,
and not Markov, to be fair. People want another key forward.
yeah.
But no, if you recommit to picking someone, you can't not go on your word otherwise. It's just
Yeah.
fair enough if someone else takes them before you, but
Oakley was in charge from 86. Basically, the start of the AFL era begins with him. Jackson took over. Okay, I actually missed that we were talking about AFL VFL CEOs. I thought they were like a club CEO, but I presume, yeah. So Demetria was the first one I was ever aware of.
yeah, he's the only one that he's the first one I was aware of as well.
Yeah. I was keen on Edwards in last year's draft for North. He was over 200. We took Goat instead. I think we're talking different Edwards at this point. Keen on Edwards. Mitch Edwards. Oh, I see what's happening here. Mitch Edwards is like 203, 204. Oh, man, this is confusing. Mitch Edwards is definitely... I think he was drafted at 202 or 203. I think others were talking about Harry Edwards. I think Bazo can make it as a KPD, or do you only see him as a third tall? I think KPD, but on the basis that I think a lot of third talls develop and become like grown men, and they grow a few centimeters and they fill out, and then they become key backs unexpectedly. Will Schofield was an example for us, but James Sicily is another example of a guy who shouldn't be a key position back, but can pretty much hold his own there. And Bazo's 195 and could be a little bit taller, and he's big frame now. I think he could do it.
58's pretty good. Got a good history for gems.
Yeah, Neil and Swan.
Neil and Swan.
Yeah.
There might be one more that's not quite as good as those two, but
yeah.
Yep, Chris, you won the draft.
What's going on here? This seems like a really long break between picks. I've been talking about heights of Eagles defenders for some time. Is there going to be more AFL content to the next season? Yes. Yeah, for the next couple of weeks, I think I will. I will be taking a break through December and probably through a lot of Jan as well, because I'm moving country back to Perth, so it'll be tough.
Say goodbye to -5 degrees.
I've just seen bottom left corner of my laptop. It says temperatures to drop next Monday. It's already -5. What? That cannot be right.
Surely if it just mean like in general, not just temperatures to drop like from what it is right now.
So it's -2 now. It's warmed up because we hit 10 a.m. And then on Sunday of this week, on Saturday it's going to be 14. So it's just a cold snap, and then it's gone back down to 9 on Monday. God.
Richmond traded in. Gold Coast drew a trade.
Richmond. Yeah, I suppose they have the list spot. They traded into the future. Didn't they?
It's pretty equal value. The second pick of the fourth round for traded for what will probably be the first pick of the fourth round of next year.
Will you make a weird where you predict every game? Yes, I am going to do that, Stealthy. Gold Coast don't know how to choose players anymore. They just get the academy kids. That's a good point. One test live stream. I don't know if I can. I'm going to be living with my sister. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But that does sound fun. I'm looking forward to the cricket season. I never say that, but I'm kind of looking forward to it now.
I'm looking forward to the Gades gonna Gades.
Yeah. Oh, you got the BBL live streams were very quiet last year, but they were good fun.
BBL. BBL.
Jasper Alga finally goes to Richmond to pick 58.
Good pick.
Almost forgot about him. I saw mocks of him going in their first 8 picks.
Yeah.
Like when they, had them. I lived in Holland for 10 years. -18.
Wow.
Okay, I'm not going to complain too much to you, Peter.
I remember reading the thing about Cody Ango about him getting selected and how he's only watching the first rounder because he was looking forward to some of his mates from WA getting drafted, possibly getting drafted. But one of them was Hamish Davis.
Oh,
Who hasn't been drafted.
wow. Yeah, rough.
Crum just take Welsh here.
Yeah.
Lock it in, Eddie.
That's assuming people got that correct about them.
Yeah.
Any chance we take in Hamish Davis? I'd say it's a chance, Elaine. Game day vlogs coming back. I'm not sure if I have the game day vlogs in me anymore. I don't know. Oh, the Saints have traded with Brisbane again. Okay. Maybe somebody said that before. I'm not sure. But Saints have 60. So there's still someone on the board they like. Maybe a Hamish Davis as well for St Kilda. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the test series, to be honest. Although I'm getting back into full-time work, I'm going to miss all the days anyway. Especially like Melbourne games. Or sorry, like over East games. The tests start at like 8. It's like my entire work day. Pick is in for the Adelaide Crows. You'd think this would be Tyler Welsh. Do I start typing it? Probably not. I'm not that confident.
Type it. No balls.
Type it. Tyler Welsh.
See? You need to type it in.
Welsh. I remember all the others.
You have no balls.
I remember Scott Welsh. I remember obviously Camprioli, and I remember Justin Peckett. Yeah, that's how old I am, man. Banfield, Wally, or Evans' chances of being high picks. My understanding from people smarter than me who are following it, Banfield is probably currently a second-round selection. I heard someone say that, which could fluctuate. He could go higher. He could be, one of the last picks of the draft. Wes Wally, a little bit later, and I'm not sure if Evans is considered draftable at this current point in time. I'm not sure, but Wes Wally probably later.
I feel like we might have an academy player as well, but I'm not sure about that. I might be making that up. Could we definitely have McGuan?
Yes.
Who's looking to be around a first rounder.
Yeah.
Let's see how his under 18 season goes, but yeah, we got some Papa Sons after that coming. We got some Rocker boys coming, I think. Next few years.
You say Rocker?
Yeah.
Wow. Patrick Zed? Said. Patrick Zed what?
Oh, I gotta see his name on my.
I'm sure that's pronounced Said because it's a surname.
Said.
What did he say?
Patrick
that's
said.
That's gonna be a joke that's milked.
Patrick said what?
Go on. Continue.
You said what? That's it, man. I'm just questioning. Answer the question, Jesse. What did he say?
A midfielder is what he is, and that rounds out 6 selections. Travalia, Taru, Barrett, Boxall, Dodson, and Said. I'm going to say, surely it's not said. Because the pronunciation changes when it's a surname. I don't know. I'm always wrong about these things. West Coast outside midfielders. We don't have a lot, do we? I'd probably class Hunt as one.
Feel like we're reaching the stage where we'll see some passes. Freo will probably take their pick, I imagine. Not sure about
They've really taken their time with these picks. Like,
yeah,
this part of the draft is really dragged. What did Patrick say?
She said something about your mother. Hey, don't look at me. He's the one who said it.
Come on. That's why I'm hoping we get Davis tonight. Yeah. Davis, I would class as an outside mid for us. So I'd see the need. Oh, Collingwood's next. Surely you're done, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we have a spot available. But
Yeah. I'm just going to fill
What
up my
do I
water
know?
bottle.
Water. Water one that he's doing. Yeah, I think. Oh no, it could be brought forward a bit, but I just think just give them less time. They don't need 5 minutes to.
Oh, God. Oh, Collingwood have traded into the future for a Bulldogs future fourth.
Sounds good.
It won't carry any points, but better than nothing. Reece Unwin has joined Essendon.
Reece Unwin. I saw his name linked to Brisbane, but as an option. But yeah,
He's a very layered player.
Yeah.
And
how do Ogres feel about him?
he'll make you cry. I reckon he'll bring some tears. You know.
I hear
Don't try.
I hear he's good. I hear he's good at the slice and dice.
Real slice and dice midfielder. Oh dear. Freo will take Davis. I forgot about Fremantle for a beautiful half an hour there.
Best half an hour of your life.
Yeah, Fremantle taking Davis is possible.
It's like waking up from a bad dream. A good dream, I should say. It's just like, oh, Fremantle.
Marek as a defender, I agree, Matt. I think that's a pretty good move, at least short term. And now we got Job as well. So I'm just first naming the players now. We got Bo, we got Job, got Tom, Luca, Malachi. I feel like that's something I've done as I got older. Once I'm older than the players, I first name them a bit more. Don't know why. Oh, come on, young Ruben. But we all do it with Harley as well. Interesting. That's how I know I'm getting old. Have to be happy with the West Coast pick so far. Truey. I've never been called Truey before. I don't mind it. Malachi at 68. Possibly. Yeah. Yes, I am happy. Malachi. I reckon we could take someone else and get Malachi as a rookie. That's my hope. Yes, it was Aquamate. But I'm responding to something that I read.
Peter's in.
I regret it.
It's not your only regret.
Luke Kennedy, 62 to the Dogs. I don't know who that is.
Luke Kennedy is a midfielder.
Nice. I really did.
It was linked to us.
I know who the sliders are. That's it.
I was going to say, probably your worst regret, Jesse. I was watching some old stuff. It's probably that dirty mullet you had.
Yeah, I actually found an old live stream. Yeah, it was so bad.
It was just like the skin faded as well.
Yeah. I knew it was bad, though. I just embraced my ugly era. Just like, I'm going to make myself look terrible. Not like that.
My mullet's kind of just grown in a bit. I haven't got a haircut in a while.
Yeah, yours is considerably less fucked than mine. Yours is fine.
Yeah, it's kind of grown. I haven't got a haircut in a few. Probably like a month or so.
I will remember that forever. So Zach, damn it.
Right.
Josh Kennedy's son, says Matt. That's got to be a joke, right?
Nah, he's not. I don't think so. Fremantle to take Hamish Davis.
Possibly.
Funny. Maybe you guys would take let's call it Clancy Dennis.
Maybe. Yeah, it could be Tom Bell. Well, Clancy Dennis was actually not one player we were linked to. It said Collingwood were. It would make sense. That being said, we also weren't linked to any other player but Bo and Job, but like Luca Grego, like we never heard that. So
Tom Gross wasn't linked to it at all.
Yeah.
The man, because he didn't think he would slide that much, but
Yeah. Matt says, I'm glad you picked. I was joking. Yeah, logically, it didn't make any sense, but I was like, is there another Josh Kennedy? Or maybe the former Socceroo? That would have been niche.
Who the Frio take?
Toomey has the Wiz and the Viking. Jesse has the Mama's Boy. I'm not going to. No, that's going to die on this stream. I'm never going to call him the Mama's Boy again.
Who's the Mama's Boy? Pull up the comments, everyone, on every video from here on out.
Oh, they picked someone from South Fremantle, but I missed the name. Jaron Carr. I know Jaron.
Oh,
Sort of. So I used to do these like group fitness classes with my dad, and they're very wholesome. Yeah. They're like older people, but the guy who runs it is actually like pretty serious. And if you do it properly, it's extremely hard. It's circuit training. But he was very close with Steely Green. So Steely Green used to come down from Richmond and train there. And Jaron was another one of those players. So I know of him. I don't think I said hello to him, but he's a bit older. I think he's like probably 20.
Mature, a bit more of a mature age.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is
we had a pass, but this
here's my question. What was his dad thinking naming his son Jaron?
It's Jake and Darren combined, all right.
We got the first pass, yep.
But Jaron must have done a whole heap of work because I never thought he was a prospect that was going to get drafted, and he's obviously worked really hard to get drafted, so well done.
Did Hawthorn just take the NGA player, Cody Anderson?
No, there was a pass, and now Hawthorn's on the clock. I haven't...
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying do they?
Yeah, could they?
Didn't even know they had one, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, Cody Anderson, midfielder.
That would make sense.
Rocking the dreads, I think.
Oh, yeah.
White boy dreads. Although he's an NGA player, he might not be completely white, but...
That was the first pass of the evening, apparently. Yeah, sounds like a West Coast game.
Ah.
We're on fire. Jesus Christ himself, Josh Kennedy. Yes, I remember playing with him in like 2010. Oh, was it 2010? He played for the Socceroos, like that World Cup. Like you could play the FIFA World Cup games. They were fun.
Yeah, the only FIFAs I've ever cared about is one that had the World Cup in it. Just so I could get Australia win it.
Yeah, those were good games, actually. Tim Preston says, I will remember.
I'll remember too.
I think I read it on Big Footy that he was a mama's boy. Oh, God. I'm an idiot.
I'm not allowed on streams anymore after this. I'll just, every stream, I'll just mention in mama's boy.
I'm going to call him the Grossman. You were correct on that prediction for Hawthorn.
Yeah. And that's Hawthorn done. Do you think?
Yeah. Premiership window over.
Did you see? Did they take a call over Brisbane? I don't think they did. Yeah, their picks got used.
Wait, who did they take? I've forgotten now.
They didn't take anyone. Their picks got used for the bids, and they traded a bunch of stuff. Aside from their Hawthorn to Cody Anderson.
Yeah, sorry, no. Who did they take before? 33.
Mraz.
Yes. Yeah.
Another key back.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, by the time Mraz is fully up and ready to go, Barris will be like 32, 33. So it's not the worst call.
Probably, I don't know how old Frost is, but it's probably he's been good, but it's probably not someone you might not want to stick with long term.
Shit, I'm losing track now. I'm also very tired. I'm very sleep deprived. But have Brisbane taken one other pick and they got Ty Gallop? Have they taken anyone else? No, they traded into the future, so now they got a pick in. So this would be their fourth pick. No, they've passed. So West Coast is on the clock at 65 now. Expecting anything here. Tall defender makes sense. If it's Hamish Davis, that's fine too.
And they pass.
They could do. They could do. It would make me a little concerned about the key backs, but I mean, maybe they see Marika's depth there. I still think we can draft one, and I feel like there's some good ones there.
I saw someone talking about how Charlie Weston has some underwhelming highlights. I'm like, most players around that range have underwhelming highlights.
Yeah. Is it possible we don't get Malachi if we leave it too late and don't have enough points? I think if we take someone else here. Oh, I've lost. Stalin will be able to tell me. I'm lost. But like if we take someone else here, maybe somebody else could draft Malachi.
Yeah,
I think points-wise will be fine. But I don't
He's
know.
anything past. I'm not sure where the points stop, but like.
I think this year it might be 72.
Yeah.
4 times 18. 4 rounds. So I don't know if our picks after this whole value. Probably not. Tough one. Jill and Karen. Says Inky Sat, Jaren. We can go to points deficit, but do we really want to cop a points deficit on what is potentially pick 2? But like maybe it wouldn't be much. Maybe it'd only be like 100 points, and it wouldn't drop us. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, somebody could genuinely shark Malachi here, but I suppose it depends. Like, if you're West Coast, do you run the risk of that if you rate Hamish Davis as better?
Yeah. I still can't believe Callan Wilson said he didn't get the job, but your assistant carer coach, he's saying like he was not going to get the job, or less likely to get a job because he had tattoos.
Oh yeah,
evidently he didn't, but
yeah,
they very much bulk at the fact that was the reason.
Yeah,
it's just Callan Wilson being ancient.
Yeah. Yeah, in football as well. I just can't get made around that.
There was no real players, I think, other than a Davis that's really slid too much.
Eagles doing a bit of talking. Unclear.
The one I'm seeing a bit higher was probably, I don't know his name. Ivisic?
Ivisic?
He's probably the one I've seen the most high up the draft, but other than that.
Yeah. What was the question? Do we trade for 65? Nah, I don't know if this is one we traded for. I don't think so. I think it's just the picks have come in a long way because of passes and match bids. Pick is in. Our next premiership captain is Oscar Allen, but then after that is
65. West Coast have selected Hamish Davis.
Hamish Davis. Welcome. Yes, son. Good. Look at him. Everyone's so happy for him. That's nice.
I would have loved Davis, but
yeah,
it's. I'm
I'm
happy he's going to pick the list.
That's a big slide.
Yeah.
I always have a little bit extra sympathy for those who are expected to go and then wait the whole day or miss out altogether, of course.
Yeah.
But there's a genuine need here.
I wonder why he slid. Another
ball use.
Evidently, it's not going to matter if he's from WA.
Yeah. I just think it's so even, this draft, that you don't have to be that much worse. Or I don't know. I think ball use might be the only question with him, but he's got a great work rate, kicks goals, pretty ready-made too, physically mature. So this is a good move from a list point of view. I would have liked to key back, but
guess you're backing in.
We've picked a lot of sliders actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much all your picks have been sliders. Aside from
Essendon, they've probably got the unwin slider. Or beef and unwin slider.
Part of the Philly cheesesteak.
Wonder who else is on the menu for the Dons.
Yeah, like
Yeah, we got
would
the
have
four
thought-
side: Bo, Shanahan, Gross, and
Grego is probably the one that's probably the only one that's not a
yeah.
slider.
And so he may end up being the best of the lot. Like it can be like that sometimes.
I also feel like
a lot of Eagles fans might have expected Bo and Hamish at our first 2 picks as an ideal result or a very good one. It's funny how this has played out.
Yeah, I think. Evidently we look at these players and think, oh, how have they not gone already? But evidently, clubs know a fair bit more than we do.
Yeah. Especially in an even talent pool, they'll just look at attributes rather than just total quality. Bloody awesome draft says Stalin. Shame no KPD, but we have our eyes on Curtin next year. Yeah.
One would take this pick probably, I think.
Are you referring to Cody or Daniel Stalin? I know Cody's more of a key forward. I was just curious if you were referring to him. Do Essendon take Jaden Newen? I'm not too sure, actually. Did Essendon pass? I think Essendon passed. Or maybe Carlton did.
Carlton did.
Sleep deprivation is getting to me.
Essendon took Reece Unwin.
Yeah, I don't think Essendon did. Yeah, they didn't pass. Stallin's referring to Cody. Okay. Isn't he not more of a key forward? I suppose with these types you can see them move around. Not yet.
I think.
Thank you.
Jaden could be a rookie player. He could get taken to the draft, to be fair.
So West Coast.
I think we'll get there. I think we'll get to Essendon, but it's a rookie draft.
Yeah.
Or the national.
So we've added 5 players, right? I think. Yeah.
I mean, just looking at the picks, Essendon have one more pick.
Aquamate says pick 69 champion, our draft is complete. Well, it's actually the last listed pick. So if we pick Malachi, we'd just be shooting ourselves in the foot there.
Yeah,
I'd say we pass our last pick though, my guess.
And if he gets taken by someone else before that, then oh well. St Kilda bid for.
Although presumably we can match that.
Get a bid for Lennox Hoffman.
We could match the bid, and we still get him onto our main list.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to do it tomorrow, but we'd have to sign Bergiel as the rookie tomorrow to keep him. I think we'll be okay. I don't think
Has
Hoffman. I don't think he'll get bid on in the last 2 picks.
What's his face? Cole been bid on yet?
No, I don't think so. No.
I've seen a fair few bids come in late or just not been matched at all today. More than I normally would have thought we've seen before.
Aquamate says, I hear you, but I'd like him to know we want him as a senior spot. Malachi. Yeah, right. Gotcha. Oh, Geelong get Lennox Hoffman. There you go. Fair bit of, as you just said, a fair bit of stealing of NGA players.
Yeah.
That's good for the game, though, really. If we're worried about academies, it's good to see the talent mixed around a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like, if this was like fence rounders, that wouldn't be happening.
Oh, 100%, yeah. But generally speaking, you don't want to see hoarded talent, and obviously Geelong rate him, so that's good.
Now watch him be an all-star gun.
Yeah.
It's just another example of St Kilda shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Hawthorn probably pass here.
Do you think they'll sign Bergiel? I heard he came back this year and fit. That's the first time I'm hearing about his fitness. Actually, I did read on Big Footy. He was just not running particularly well. That's right, yeah. Darling and Gaff out. Davis, Shanahan, Gross, Grego, Allen, I think, and Owies, Baker, and Graham by trade. True, we probably upgraded our list, although you did forget Barris as well. But yeah, very pretty active for West Coast, as you'd hope. Next year, teams can trade 2 years in the future and not one. That's true. 4 first-round picks, 4 second-round picks. Yeah.
Give me a D's Nuts joke of a name, like a name, D's Nuts joke name. I need it for a message. I can't think of the top of my head.
I was going to say, it'd be interesting with Chad Warner, right? Let's say Sydney, he leaves next year. Sydney have 2 first-round academy players or father-son, one of each maybe. I can't remember. If that's the case, and they already have a good hand, like they probably don't need too many first-rounders next year. So I'm wondering if Sydney would even ask for 2 next year, as in whether they'd ask for 2026 instead of getting 2 next year, where they're just going to lose them. Could be wrong. It's too early to really speculate, really. North. Pick is in River Stevens, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, River Stevens. Good for him. So, Anthony Stevens. Oh dear, there's a very obvious joke to be made here, but I'm going to resist the temptation. Good for him. Young man finding his dream.
Got him.
Missed opportunity. John Cena.
Someone in this Collingwood group chat asked who we got, and I said 154 centimeter halfback.
154.
Yeah, and they were like, "What? No shit!" And someone else were like, "Yeah, 100%. That's what we got." I couldn't think of a name, so I was like, "Yeah, it's Hugh Dixon."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Really?" And it's like, "Huge dicks on your face." God,
That's a good one. Oh, I mistakenly assumed West Coast had the final pick, but they do not.
No.
So West Coast are on the clock. So
how could you forget about the 5th round?
Yeah. Eagles could take KPD here. I think that's the way I'd like to see it play out, Stalin. But it would just, if I'm not mistaken, that just means Bergill has no hope of signing with us. So that just puts us in an awkward position here. So
if you rate a player better than Bergill.
Yeah. It's just, he's training on with us despite not being listed at the moment. It would just be a little bit. Oh, Aquamate saying we passed. It would just be a weird treatment of a player, I think. Yeah, West Coast have passed. Oh, well, pretty good haul, I'd say. So, yeah, no more West Coast picks for the night. We've got Melbourne on the clock. Have they taken a 3rd player? I think they've still got their 2. Oh, you're muted. Why are you muted? I did think you'd gone quiet. I wonder how much you've said. There we go. How much have you been saying that we're muted? You're muted again.
Hold on.
We heard nothing for ages. I was just looking at the screen and I was like, yeah, he's gone quiet. I don't know if you were saying anything.
I was saying, James.
I'm sorry.
I was answering your question saying, yeah, this would be their 3rd pick. They didn't match Riek Andrew bid.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Hope Freo don't dog us and bid on champion now. That would be unfortunate.
That would be funny though.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, we did have that opportunity to draft him. It means we have a pick tomorrow then, I think.
I remember getting up. I can't remember what time it was. I remember going up to watch the rookie draft and really hoping we get Charlie Dean.
Mm,
And we got Charlie Dean. I was like, yes, this is
nice.
great.
Yeah.
But this time I think I'll sit the rookie draft out.
Yeah. Wait, so I wonder if West Coast can sign Malachi and a rookie at this point. Probably not.
I mean, rookie is a different list spot, so they could.
Yeah. But if we can...
It would just
we've
mean...
got 2 NGAs already, so we'd have to move one of them to the normal rookie list to sign him as an NGA, or we could just draft him with pick 3 in the rookie draft. Because I don't think we could do both.
No.
And then we'd have a train-on spot. So maybe Malachi is the only pick tomorrow for us. Pick is in. Aiden Johnson.
Aiden Johnson. Never heard of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's kind of one of those generic football names that I was like, maybe I've heard of him. Key forward.
I've heard of Aiden Riddle.
I've heard of Aiden Abetted. No?
Nice try.
That was all right. Off the cuff. St Kilda back on the clock. St Kilda have taken 6 picks. I feel like I read they might have 7 spots, but I'm not sure if that's.
I think I read in Cal Toomey's thing he expects them to take 5 to 6. So
okay, yeah, they just passed as you said that. Yeah. Fremantle.
Come on, someone take an extra pick, and then we'll end it there. On the best, on the cool number.
They're gonna, yeah, true. They'll probably take Malachi at 69. I wouldn't be surprised, eh?
Just to be bitter.
That would be ironic. I did a True Eagle video on Malachi. They passed. Sweet.
Passed.
To be honest, I would have got over it from a footballing point of view. I'm like, maybe we don't really need Malachi, but there would be a little bit of ego.
Yeah.
Like, you get your little grubby mitts off Malachi.
I imagine if they did that and they got him, I imagine Druzy coming in the chat being like, yeah, we on the draft.
Yeah, that would have been very obnoxious too, as we would have been probably in the opposite example.
69. Surely we take a player here.
Jordan Swallow. Geelong to take champion, like they picked up that fella that was jet for them. Oh yeah, Humphreys. So we have 1 senior spot left and 2 rookie spots, including Cat B. I don't think we have a Cat B spot because we have Tyrell and we have Cohen Livingston.
How many have the Dogs taken? Never mind, they've passed.
So if we have 1 spot, 1 senior spot left, that would be for the train on. And if we have, or a train on signed as rookies, do you know? Or do they go main list? No Cat B spot. If we take champion as a Cat B, we have to upgrade Dewar. That's, yeah, okay. I suppose we can presume, can we, but I don't know if we can upgrade Dewar after the fact. So we'd have to just sign him to the rookie. Oh, God, that's confusing stuff. So I've picked so we can match Malachi bids. Okay. Well, yeah, it would just have to be with our next pick, which will almost certainly pass.
Who's Geelong taking here? They've only taken 3 picks so far.
Yes.
I hope that's it.
This is where they're dangerous. This is where they do their best work.
Yeah.
69 in the draft.
Oh, no, I'm just pulling out a name.
Yeah.
Ajane Kuhlman.
Yeah.
Probably butchered that name, but
Yeah, I know who you meant, though. So the estimation was 71 picks for the day. We are now at 69.
nice. I hope it ends there.
Mm.
Because funny number.
Yeah. Real hot.
The story of the night, hot, and Mama's boy.
God, bury that. It's not even just the fact that you went to West Coast. It's just like a dicky thing to say. I regret it came out of my mouth.
I say it about Ollie Henry. So
Yeah. I don't even know it to be true. I just read it on
I mean, at least I have some facts about Ollie Henry.
Yeah, true.
He couldn't live an hour away from home.
I think the Mama's boy thing was just a reference to the fact that he might not want to come to Perth.
Yeah.
Tim says it's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thanks.
I used to really hate on Ollie Henry. Now it's kind of like a player I love to hate just because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's more for the bit than actually hating him.
Yeah.
He's no Matt Owies though.
No.
That's a real hatred right there.
Another player that I think will probably be a bit of a whipping boy at West Coast, unfortunately. Not from me. I just sense it because he was part of that trade.
He's going to celebrate like nobody's business though.
Yeah. All 14 of our goals next season.
Owies have kicked a massive goal to bring the Martin back to 44 points.
Come on, man. Too real. Oh, God.
I would have laughed if they picked Ed Johnson thinking they were picking Ash Johnson.
Yeah.
I like that theory.
Mitch says it would have been a missed opportunity to not take Johnson at 69.
Nice.
Aquamate's asking if you're happy with Collingwood's picks.
Yeah, I'm relatively happy.
Cochrane,
I'll have to reassess Hayes a bit because I haven't followed him too much. But Cochrane, I wasn't too familiar because I thought he would just be good at Sydney.
Yeah,
but he looks good. I think he's got some bit of injury issues. I might be wrong,
right?
But he's definitely players that are going to take a while to develop. Charlie West, I really do like though.
Yeah, hopefully one of these boys can be the next Finley McRae.
Yeah, preseason award.
Damn, that's one hell of a name. Let's see it come up. I don't know if I want to write that down. Kyton Mattify Forbes.
That's a name I actually do know.
That sounds like a law firm. Not really, but you know how they're 3 names.
I think I had him. I was getting a bunch of players just to get my draft list over 100. Just from players that were like in the rookie me draft.
Yes.
Preview. Just they were rated like as rookie options. I think I had to pick them because his name was funny.
Yeah, probably.
But also, I think I got rid of him because his name was too long to spell and I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why most clubs didn't pick him. They're like, a little long.
Pass. That's probably it.
Aquamate says, do you see shades of Charlie Cameron and Malachi? That's a very generous comparison, but I suppose there's similarities there in the way they play. A little bit like higher kind of forwards. You can play up the ground and close to goal. I suppose Charlie is a very good defensive. So is Malachi. They're both good defensively minded, but I don't know. Charlie's the absolute peak of what Malachi could aspire to be at the moment.
Yeah, I think we're going to see pass after pass after pass here.
Under 18 centre half back. Yeah, he could still go in the rookie, you'd think. You'd think Richmond might be done, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think every club would be done about now.
Yeah.
I think we're just watching the passes come in. Gold Coast could maybe take a player, but I'm pretty sure they passed before.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have done it, guys. We might have ended on a funny number.
Yeah.
Highlight of the draft, I say.
Deep draft. We still didn't see it go that long, but I suppose that's because the list spots are smaller.
Yeah.
Because 77, 76, that was like Waterman, Josh Dacos sort of drafts.
Yeah.
But I think, list spots are small. Harder to get. So
probably see about 10, possibly 10 or less picks in the rookie draft of new players, I imagine.
Yeah.
Something like that. Let's see how it goes these days. But majority of it will just be rookie players. I think you guys...
Yeah, maybe. Not sure.
Would you guys just I probably had this conversation earlier. Would you guys take him in the rookie draft, or would you just put him as a category B rookie?
Well, so we'd have to upgrade an existing Cat B rookie to put him on the Cat B, which is fine because we have a spot. But I just don't know in the rules, are we allowed to draft Malachi as a Cat B and then upgrade Dewar? But I suppose there's no drafting process for a Cat B, right? So I don't know what the rules are on that.
I mean, you could just take him outright in the rookie draft.
Yeah, we might as well.
You probably do that.
Yeah, I don't really see what the need is to upgrade Dewar. Like, I don't think Dewar wouldn't get a pay rise to go to the normal rookie list, I would have thought.
Would you, I was going to say, do you have anyone you're rookie in?
No, only Bagil, who's training on, but I got the impression that was like a see how you go at the end of the preseason when that period ends. But no one we've committed to, I don't think. Nah. So, yeah, club's passing left, right, and centre now. I think we're done.
That's probably it. Pretty...
Thanks,
pretty fun draft to watch.
What's that, sorry?
Pretty fun draft to watch, I thought.
Yeah.
There's a lot of twists and turns here and about.
Mm.
A lot of people, players that slid, a lot of players that went really early than expected.
Yeah.
A lot of players that went with NGA players been stolen by other clubs.
Mm.
I still kind of half believe that they weren't expecting Sydney to pass on Cochrane.
Yeah.
Just based on the reactions in the fan, but
it wasn't like they bid on him real early either. Like, they bid on him at the expected range, and Sydney kind of had a need for key back, I think. I know they took Snell last year, but still, maybe.
Again, I don't think they wouldn't bid unless they actually wanted him.
Yeah, yeah. But you probably just don't commit emotionally to it. You're like, all right, we'll put in a bid here, and then we'll take the player we're going to get.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Happy with Charlie Westler, so...
At this stage of the draft is like people see my Tinder profile. Pass.
Yeah. Oh, I know the feeling, buddy.
Samantha's also enjoying the pick that the draft ended on.
Nice.
Guess we get him as a Cat B. Yeah, I presume there's something that allows us to go upgrade Dewar and then sign him Cat B, or do we just draft him outright tomorrow?
Because wouldn't you have to draft him? Because otherwise, again, wouldn't that mean Virgil wouldn't get a spot if you upgrade?
We have a senior list spot still and a rookie spot.
Okay.
But do trade-ons get signed to the rookie list? Or
they do. They do.
So not the senior list? No,
because Sullivan, I remember Sullivan and Nedlon. Nedlon was mid-season, but
yeah,
Sullivan for us is on the rookie list.
So if that's the case... I suppose you can actually, because the rookie list is flexible, right? So we can turn that senior list spot into a rookie list spot. That's actually not a problem. Yeah, I think about it. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, the real nitty-gritty stuff is annoying, but it's nice to know what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and whether or not we're going to get an extra player. I'm going to say it's Malachi and a train-on as the guess from now.
Yeah.
Oh, Essendon might have picked.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the funny number.
They cooked it. Zach Johnson. I did think he was going to get drafted, actually.
Oh, yes, and you had to ruin it.
Yeah. Screw this kid's career. We just won the 69 picks.
See, this is why you haven't won a final in 20 years.
Yeah, just ruining jokes constantly. Mind you, they did set us up with some good unwin fodder.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Essendon were like, a joke? No. We're the only ones allowed to be a joke here.
Yeah. I can see the appeal. Peel the onion? Okay, no, that's fine. Two Johnsons surrounding the 69. That's funny. Good pickup, Max. Oh, we were so close to getting a Johnson at 69. But...
Damn. Oh, Johnson surrounding the 69. Oh, well.
Kev's Magpie says, hey, mate, stream 2 drafts. Yes, it's been tiring because I'm tired, but it has been good fun.
I'm also tired.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a lazy cunt.
It's a big effort, streaming 3 hours.
Yeah. I think it's a lot easier when you,
twice.
it's a lot easier when you're by yourself, I would think. So a lot harder.
You talk for you talk for more. That's what it is.
Yeah. Because at least like when you're with someone else, you're kind of talking. Oh, they've selected someone.
Yeah.
Smith.
I think Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, because at least you can talk to. You can have to see a face and you're talking to someone, whereas you're kind of just talking to a camera.
Yeah. And it sucks when you just like lose your train of thought by yourself. The amount of times I talk and I get 3/4 of the way through a sentence and I'm like, and yeah, it's harder.
Well, at least we know the 69 was never alive.
That's true.
I was surprised he wasn't taken earlier, bidden on at all. But and also that they
sorry
that they didn't select. They let Cooper Bell go, but kept Logan Smith.
That's right. Yeah.
Interesting. But that's how it is. It's probably 71 picks.
All Australian a ruck at 71. Centre half back undrafted.
Yeah.
So how about that weather? Well, it's -2 now, Max. That's the update.
Could be a rookie draft option, I guess.
Yeah. It's probably the foot. It might be the foot injury.
Yeah. I think people up club should take the punt on him, honestly, as a rookie option. So I thought another tall was Gabriel Stumpf. Kicked like 20-odd goals in the coach league.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did really well at the combine as well. So I thought helps a lot picking athletes.
Yeah.
So I guess they will just. I hope he gets taken in the draft, in the rookie draft.
Yeah, hopefully. He can also do a train on thing, but then again, there's no point training on if he's still injured. I don't know if he's still injured.
Yeah. There's a few other players that are probably unlucky to not get drafted, but it's none that comes to mind. Jackson Artemis, just because I like his name.
Oh, yeah, true.
And
it's foul.
Yeah. Sam Toner was one that I saw linked a fair amount. Wasn't taken.
Oh, yeah.
And I like it just because I like his name again. Phoenix Hargrave.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good name. We'll see what the rookie draft holds tomorrow. But
West Coast have had every second pick. This is West Coast pass. Then another team there. It's West Coast pass.
West Coast pass.
I just don't want Druzy to draft a champion. That's true. Don't worry. Fremantle's never done that.
They draft champions, but never a champion of team.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, they do have 5 in Pavlich and McFarlane and Sandilands, but ignore that. I just like to make little jokes. Got to go, boys. Thanks, Max. Catch you later.
Cheers, Max. Rate your draft out of 10, Jesse.
Yeah, it's on the screen now. Allen, Shanahan, Gross, Grego, Davis. I still need to form an opinion on at least a couple of those boys, Gross and Grego. I know Gross is pretty good. Generally speaking, probably 7.5.
I'll go a bit. I reckon you guys are higher than that, to be honest.
It's just didn't quite tick the box of our needs, but they're good players. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, I
probably
think
go
something like that might have rocketed this up to
Collingwood. I'll go about a 7.
Yeah. Another early start in my future. I have a feeling we've seen lots of exciting highlights. That's true. Love that, Samantha. Have a good one. Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheers, Samantha.
Aquamate says, are you streaming the rookie draft? Nah. First of all, I don't know if it's covered. It might be just by Toomey. I think it might be early, which means it'll be like 4 a.m.
Yeah, it takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm not going to get up at 4.
Yeah.
Turning 21.
Yeah, that's how old Jesse is.
Yeah,
Not older,
yeah.
not the same age as Tom Mitchell. No way.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom Mitchell's just shaved his head as well. He's finally Tom Mitchell.
Oh yeah.
He's finally gone the giving up on the hair.
Mm.
That was handed on by Fred.
Yeah, I suppose so. True.
Anyway, that's you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly tomorrow.
That is me to a T. Shaving my head, cover up a few of the greys.
Yeah.
It's actually handy having the skin fade. A lot of my greys are on the side, so like when I have the skin fade, you can't see them. Thank you, Aqua, mate.
Yeah, we're about to Jesse. Jesse, we need a cook.
It's going to be a big one. My friend Dylan, who some people may remember from back in the day, like 4 years ago, he was on the streams. He's coming up from London, so I'm going to show him the ropes of Macclesfield, and it's going to be lots and lots of beers. But I'll do some work and then take the weekend.
Lots of love going on.
Yeah, lots of love. Yeah,
not a lot of women there. Just a
couple of straight guys hanging out. Nothing to see here, officer.
His dick in my mouth. What do you mean? It's a candy.
Yuck! What a terrible way to end the stream. Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I reckon we'll probably call it there. I think this draft is done. And frankly, if GWS take another pick, it does say pick is in. Hang on a second. I will wait and see if there's another pick here. But past that, I think we call it. Looks like clubs are already starting their interviews and press conferences. So,
yeah.
Regardless, it does say pick is in. I bet it says pass after like a minute.
I just blue ball on us.
Yeah. Oh, the boys from Zero Hanger. I think that guy's name is Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. He's there.
Yeah.
Nah, that's it. All right.
I see the boys. I see those guys over there. Yeah, they passed. Yeah.
Yeah, passed. All right, can we call it there, mate? Thank you so much for your time, Rogi. Thank you everyone else for being here.
I love the draft.
Yeah, draft was fun. It's always good. So I'm going to have some breakfast or lunch, brunch,
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna have some dinner.
I'm going to start doing some videos. So big day.
I'm going to start filling in the list on my Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah. I haven't decided if I'll touch the rookie draft. I might do a video tomorrow if there's anything to say. But yeah. Thank you, everyone, and catch you later.
Cheers, lads.
Auf Wiedersehen. Eat your onions.